All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunday Night Football. Craig Chapman, Bo McMichael here on the United Heights Network. Craig Chapman, how you doing today, sir? Hey, man, you know, it's one of those things. We're just happy to be here on a Sunday and getting an opportunity to call a little football here in Stockbridge, Georgia. Got a great matchup. Talk to me a little bit about these two teams playing right now.
We got the Los Angeles Rampage out of South Central Los Angeles. And when you read the bio of their team, they talk about world domination. And anytime you start talking about world domination, you have put a very lofty goal upon yourself.
Well, I'll give this to you. I mean, you can see the tail of the tape here with this particular team. They're out of South Central L.A.
Yes.
The places, tell me where they've been. Go ahead and just list the different locations that when they sit there and say, hey, we're a traveling team and we want national domination.
Well, last night they were in Villa Rica.
Okay.
And they've been to Florida. I mean, just about anywhere you can go on the planet, they've been to play. And they're looking for the one thing that this group, I guess, has left to accomplish, and that's the undisputed national championship.
And the only way to get that is to be undefeated. And that's just hands down right there. You got head coach Lamar Freeman. You got the offensive coordinator Jaden Jefferson. Defensive coordinator, by the way, Lamar Freeman and Lamont Freeman are twins. Just a side note for those people, put that in your pocket for a quiz later. This is their last run because next year they go to where?
High school football, baby.
No, middle. Yeah, 14.
14, ninth grade.
Ninth grade. So this is their last run to, from an undisputed perspective. So it should be a lot of fun to be able to see that and see what actually happens here. The Rampage will be in white with those wonderful helmets.
Great helmets.
Wonderful, hands down. And let's talk a little bit about the ABA, which is known better than the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy ABA 13U Red.
Yeah, and we saw them earlier this year.
Yes, sir.
Fast, very fast team. Will be spread and use a lot of formations. Throw the ball down the field. They got really good running backs with Joshua Jones, known as Slash. And then you're going to bring in Sincere Stevens, known as Sin City. And everything revolves around Big Play Ray, the quarterback. And so, you know, if you look at it, they have played games. Both teams have played games on back-to-back days.
Oh, they are. So you can't go the whole somebody's rested because everybody played last night. And then now we're playing late on a Sunday night. Could you imagine playing football back in the day on a Sunday at 8:20?
No.
I mean, that's got to get you pumped.
Yeah, it would be great. I remember telling one of the guys that I coach now that I used to leave 12 and under games, football games, and go play fall baseball.
Right.
But I'd never imagined playing on a Saturday and then playing on a Sunday. That would be awesome.
It's just absolutely incredible. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of things to know about the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy. Head coach is Robert Parks. This is his first year as the head coach. They're focusing on a national title, not just a state title. They feel like they're the top 5 teams in the state in their 13U. A big competitor will be Ross Elite, the Longhorns. That's something that's be sitting there right there.
Yep.
And that imagine. Now, when we talk about matchups and players to watch, you started mentioning a little bit of those. Let's look at both of these two teams.
All right.
Left side is ABA. The right side is the Rampage. I'll let you talk a little bit about ABA because you started talking a little bit about them already with players, and then I'll talk a little bit about the Los Angeles Rampage. Go ahead.
Well, you know, Parks and Stevens, those guys, Jones, they're going to be guys that you know are have the football in their hands. It's easy for me to say that, but they're explosive, athletic. They'll throw the football down the field. They'll run some jet sweep. You know, they'll do a lot of things that you see on you know, Saturday afternoons in the state, especially in downtown Atlanta. You know, and then you got guys on defense that get after you. You know, Wisdom, you know, Jordan, Logan, all those guys can get after you, and they play hard. They will hit you. That is the one thing I took away from that game. They are physical.
Yes, and in that sense, when you look at that part, you got out of their last broadcast, number 1, Joshua Jones was the MVP player for the against the Stonecrest Spartans in the 14U game. So
they were, and he was the reason they won that game.
Oh, hands down. Now, talk a little bit about the Rampage. I want to, you know, when you ask these coaches and UTN, Tommy Glover is going to give us notes so we can have a little bit more idea about these players. He mentioned the quarterback, Jaden Jefferson, the UTN All-American. Okay, he's kind of the field general. gives him a Russell Wilson type quality.
Well, that's pretty good right
there.
Okay,
but no, it gets better. Then we get into number 0, okay, who's my early pick to be player of the game because he's defensive end, tight end, and receiver. And they just said, think Kyle Pitts. Now, because I'm here in Georgia, I'll think Kyle Pitts, and hopefully for the best. But he plays basketball and baseball. He's a triple sport athlete. So that, hands down, loves catching the ball at the highest point. Probably the one that I want to look at the most is they said the Rampage has a massive offensive line. And we don't necessarily have weights, but we're going to be able to see size and so forth. So it's a lot of kind of fun to be able to look at that. Bringing a lot of fun and action to you tonight. When I say this, we got 3 camera angles. One is a wonderful drone done by Joey Russo. We got a ground camera by Raven Buchanan. Up top is Calvin Bennett. And our producer on site will be Maya Barrett. We appreciate UTN bringing us aboard here and being able to bring this game live to you here on Facebook, YouTube, and other parts of the world of Vimeo as well. It's always nice to get that going. So keys to the game. Talk to me a little bit real quick. Keys to the game, Craig, what you think?
From watching, the ABA play the first time, and every time I say ABA, I think I'm talking about a tag team.
Hey, man, I'll play the music if we need to. I mean, Facebook will nail us for it, but it's okay.
But every time when we watched them play earlier, and it was probably their first game, so I would think that they've probably cleaned a lot of that stuff up. But pre-snap penalties, things like that, and putting the football on the ground, that kept them from really running Stonecrest off the field the first time that they played.
Agreed.
But I think that they've probably gotten that point cleaned up. And from what little I've seen of the Rampage, making sure that, you don't donate because they have an explosive-looking offense. And if what you say about the offensive line is true, then they're going to try to
round and pound it.
Yeah.
I mean, and to the point of when you're looking for that, it's one of those things that you wonder how it's going to play out. So, I mean, they came off of a victory last night, 36-6. Against Ross Elite. Okay, you get that idea of what actually occurred with that. That's a powerhouse here in the state of Georgia. And so this is the number 1 team that you get to see. And that's a tall joker. That's all I can say on that. Goodness gracious.
Well, I just saw number 8 on the field for the Rampage, and that's Duvet Williams.
Yep.
And it says he's one of the fastest players at his age group. And not only is he fast, but it looks like he has some really good size. And where I'm from, if you're big and you can run, that makes you a really good football player.
Especially at 13 years of age. Now, talk to me a little bit about what are they doing right here. You've seen this before. The refs are going through and talk to us for the people trying to figure out. You got this line of players and why we're lined up like this.
I'm guessing the only thing I could figure out the first time was when we saw it was that they were going through the whole issue about sportsmanship, which is a big, big thing now. They're trying to cut down the talking in between plays. In all aspects of sports, even in the NFL. But the other thing is they're checking equipment. And we saw it in one game where they went through and checked everybody's equipment after the game had already started. So now they're probably checking knee pads, helmets, making sure the helmets are legal.
Legal.
Yeah, and that's a big deal now. You don't want to get into that thing where, you're out there playing with an illegal helmet and then somebody gets hurt. That's on somebody else right there. Now, that's some big stuff, right? You end up in court.
Well, the nice thing is we get to be able to multitask a little bit. We're sitting and watching some Sunday night NFL football and getting the opportunity to watch UTN 13U, a top-notch team in the country, facing off against another top-notch team. Talk to me about your spotlight player. Who you're looking at, who you really want to pay attention to on your end that you're going to keep your eyes out for with the Bulldogs.
I'm going to look for Slash, Joshua Jones.
Okay.
He is a guy that does just about everything. If they want to hand him the ball, they'll put him in the backfield. Sometimes they'll put him and Stevens in the backfield so Stevens can block, and they'll try to get him outside. If they want to throw it deep, they'll put him out wide and throw it deep to him. So I'm thinking that the Rampage are going to have a pretty good scouting report on what the ABA do, and they're probably going to try to take him away and make ABA play a little left-handed and use some players that maybe they haven't highlighted before this game.
Okay. I'm going to really focus on, from a Rampage perspective, I'm going to really look at on the offensive side of the ball, number 0, but I want to see what Jaden Jefferson has to play. I love that everybody has nicknames. He's JD3. When they hand us rosters these days, ladies and gentlemen, they make sure that you have a nickname.
Absolutely.
You know, if you did that. Did you ever have a nickname growing up, Craig?
I had about 700 of them from my father.
Bad names?
No, you know, he called me everything, you know.
Underneath the sun type thing?
It was, you know, my dad is a very Christian man,
Yes.
so he doesn't,
Yes.
you know, he wouldn't say anything bad. But
right.
when I was young, I was Fat Boy.
Okay.
And then as I got a little bit older, I became Leroy.
Okay.
And then
down by the schoolyard, I understood.
Because I have a propensity to try to dress the part of a player.
Yes.
And I grew up in the Deion Sanders area.
Yes.
So then I became Hot Dog.
Okay.
And, you know, all of that. So I've had quite a few nicknames, and most all of them you can talk about.
Well, that's good. That's not bad at all on that part. But I understand that, especially nicknames. And coaches always enjoy giving people nicknames. Sometimes you get those no matter what, whether you like it or not in that situation. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we get to see two top-notch teams. The kickoff's about to occur. Everybody's kind of been checked down, ready to go here with the Rams, the Rampage. The Rampage will be in white with blue numbers, and we can read those numbers pretty good. So.
You know, you and I are from the same time period, same era. We played together.
Yes.
We grew up, you know, probably playing somewhere in the same travel ball.
Oh, definitely so.
You know, arenas. And a big time, if we got to go to Gatlinburg at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah. That was
the greatest thing on the planet.
These gentlemen got on a plane.
Absolutely.
And said, on Friday, we're heading to Atlanta. And we're going to head this way, and we're going to play two games, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. They're actually located here in Stockbridge, and they went down to Sharpsburg last night, played Ross Elite down at Trinity Christian, and this game being live here at Stockbridge High School. They've been there all day.
And think about this. They went to Trinity Christian, and for our viewers at home who don't know anything about Trinity Christian, you're talking about an elite facility.
Oh, it is. Very nice.
And then you get to go to Stockbridge, and everybody in this county has just had their fields redone. So you're playing on top-of-the-line field turf.
Yep.
I mean, and the same thing at Trinity. So it's not like when we were growing up.
No, where you get in the grass field.
Yeah.
And imagine a whole day of football on a grass field, because they started around 10 o'clock this morning.
And we had about, 9 inches of rain in our area this week?
Yeah. I don't know if those things would have happened. Well, once again, ABA, the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy, will be in red. Going to be very hard to see those numbers. So if we outlined them in white, it would be helpful. So hopefully our ground camera will be able to pick up some stuff for us if we're looking for numbers. Never want to not make mom and dad happy. Make sure we call out those names, give those people additional props. Right now, this is live streaming on Facebook, the United Tykes network of Facebook, and also on YouTube. Want to thank Tommy Glover for opening up the doors, allowing us to come in and be able to help out tonight on a wonderful Sunday afternoon/evening. Kickoff was supposed to be planned around 7:30. I'm almost impressed it's only an hour delay, to be honest with you. My crew there handling it very well, being there an extended amount of time.
Y'all don't do any games over the weekend, do you? Though this is just all y'all do.
Been a busy day here on 58 Live. I can tell you that we had for those people out there in this world, if you ever wanted to research something, research prep academies. They are kind of the new thing. If you don't know about them, they're taking that gap year between your senior after you graduate high school and go to college. But because of the whole pandemic and COVID and people getting another year of football, a lot of prep academies have opened up.
Absolutely.
Especially in the South area.
There is a definite market for prep academies, especially in our area.
There's need. Now I can say on a very interesting note, okay, and it's football, so I enjoy talking about that hands down. We had the Jacksonville Moccasins.
Okay.
I love that name. Was playing the Northeast Georgia Lions today. Pretty decent game. We had the BSA, that's Birmingham Sports Academy, taking on a team from Louisiana known as the Pitbulls.
All right.
It's like you got some mascots. They're thinking about it outside the box right there, so that's not too bad in that situation over in Birmingham. And then we had the Phoenix City Buccaneers taking on the West Georgia Raiders, and that was rough. That was a rough game. And then the Georgia Knights over here in Snellville, Georgia, took on the Palomento Minutemen.
Palmetto Prep.
Yep, and good close game. But then it's very interesting watching. There's that opportunity right there between. So we got our captains going out for the coin toss and get ready for this 13U matchup. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman.
You got, what was that, number 61?
like number 9 as well.
That's Troy Teavao. And you had number 3, which is JD3. Number 11 was Lil Mooch.
Yep.
And I didn't see the other one.
I thought it was number 9. And if I'm wrong, that was DJ The Truth.
There you go.
So,
and that would be for the LA Rampage.
We have not lined up the Bulldogs yet.
Tell you what, man, it's hilarious that they got all these nicknames on here. I kind of like it because then it gives you a quick way once you get them down and they start carrying the ball or making plays.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely say that. I would agree with that. The best was somebody that had a nickname. It was just their first name. That was their nickname.
Trey?
Yeah, that's what it was. So it was good. I was like, I understood. Going by that direction. So we're getting started here on this 13U matchup between the Los Angeles Rampage out of South Central and the the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy out of Atlanta, Georgia.
That's all right, man. You've been doing this a lot this weekend.
Goodness. It was the truth, number 9.
It is.
61, 9, 11. Ooh, don't drop your helmet, man. The airports pop out. Total pandemonium.
Dogs and cats living together.
I'm telling you, seen that new commercial with the cats really falling from the sky and the dogs? It was raining cats
not.
and dogs. It was humorous on that part. So yesterday we had the drone very close, and they asked us we could not buzz the tower anymore. No Top Gun references allowed. Yeah, those are going to be some hard numbers. Let's see what we can get here for the Atlanta Bulldogs.
Got number 3. So you got Big Play Ray out there. Looks like you got.
I say number 4. Sincere Stevens.
Number 1 is Slash.
I think like number 5 too. Number 8's out there as well. Did you already have that? No, Hit Stick. Russell Simpson, the 4th.
I think the guy in the middle was number 0. I think
that was
Lil O.
Yeah. And
Omari Harris.
There is a 00 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And when you're trying to write down on a roster, the 00s still come back 0.
Yeah, it sure
so
does.
I have to actually go write the circles and put 2 O's, not zeros. I had to work outside the box in my thinking process. Well, we do appreciate everybody turning in here on the UTN network tonight, United Titans Network, live on Facebook and YouTube. We're down here in Stockbridge, Georgia. I'm Bo McMichael and Craig Chapman. Nice drone shot, kind of rotating around a little bit. You're going to be able to see who's calling the thing. The home team is in red. The away team is in white.
And that takes on a whole new meaning tonight when you say the away team.
Yes, they're in South Central. I could go give you mileage and distance, but I'm not going that way. I'm going to focus.
But surprisingly, the weather is
almost the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah, almost the same.
And I can tell you from personal experience in Georgia, there have been first week in October games, which is what will be this week when we play, where it has been triple digits.
Heat-wise, but I've also seen it where it's been cold, a little chilly. Got the names on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Good stuff, man. Those sublimated jerseys, you can do just about anything with.
You can on that part.
Looks like ABA has won the toss.
Pins and needles getting ready to start here.
Now we're going to flip it.
Yep. Tap that shoulder. Tell me what we're going to do. They going to kick off or they defer? What they do?
They haven't said yet.
No, I know. I'm just telling you what your brain's thinking.
Oh, they're going to receive. The Rampage get the ball. They're going to receive.
I'll tell you one thing. You've been waiting all day for this. Okay, that wonderful song. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Yes.
And you get that. I mean, me and you could do our best Carrie Underwood impressions. The referee did not signal, correct?
He got the Rampage will receive.
Okay.
He never said if they deferred or not.
Okay.
I just have to assume that
they did
the
defer.
ABA deferred and the Rampage will receive. And I know personally calling plays and stuff like this, especially when it's big time.
Right.
I'm taking a shot. First play, buddy. You're gonna get this.
We're going after it no matter what. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy this game of the week. Should be very interesting to see what's going to take place. I'm always appreciative when everything can kind of work into our directions. And we'll do our best to keep the scoreboard up. We'll go to the clock when we can get that.
And it sounds like there's some energy in the place tonight.
I would agree with you on that.
We have a red Rams helmet on the field. There's a red Rams helmet on the field.
It is. I saw that when we saw that already on that part. I thought, okay, that's pretty good.
Sporting by Ace, man. When your nickname's Ace, you can wear the red helmet.
Yeah, you
that's
can.
All.
That's allowed. I think it's in my contract, to be honest with you. I think it's in my contract.
So this ought to be interesting. You know, you put up 36 points on Ross Elite. That means you're doing something, because those guys know how to scheme a defense.
I'll get that scoreboard fixed right there. It took me a minute or two. I was like, boom, boom. All right. You can get everything done, but then your brain doesn't work. All right, well, let's get ready for some kickoff here. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy. Live from Stockbridge, Georgia, I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. We got the LA Rampage taking on the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy, 13U red.
Now, I'm going to need for the officials to not have a meeting about every play.
Oh, no, no, no. I got a bedtime. It is at least midnight at this point. I apologize for anybody else that wants to stay up late, but I'm excited that I'm usually asleep by this time on a Sunday.
Well, 4:30 is going to come early, baby.
Yes, it is. It is. Well, I do appreciate you joining in with me on this broadcast, and nothing worse than hearing my voice the whole time and nobody else's. Sometimes I get that in a broadcast when I'm not able to find a second person.
ABA getting ready to kick the thing off right here.
10-minute quarters.
10-minute quarters. Ball set up at the 40. You got 5 on each side. Looks like this might be a angled onside kick right here. No, just a squib kick right down the middle.
Picked it up from the drone.
Nice job.
Good angle on that part. Be able to see that in a replay real quick. Was able to try to see if he could see a hole. Good ramp up by ABA right there for the tackle.
Got a little end zone shot right there. And here come the Rampage out straight to the ball.
First and 10. Your job is to make sure I get the downs right.
First and 10. Ball is going to be on what it looks like about the 31-yard line. Getting the change set, which is a big deal in these games, especially when the quarter switches. But I won't say anything
about that. You keep that to yourself. Yeah.
So first and 10. Ball's going to be at the Rampage 31-yard line. Doubles look for the Rampage. Gun set, back set to the left. That'll be Ace Strickland in the backfield.
You know, sometimes you just got to get the motors going. It's like that 57 Chevy. And once we get the chains moving, we're going to get this thing going. Here we go.
JD3 going to call for the snap right here. He's going to take it. He's going to drop. They're going to run mesh. He's going to flip it out there.
Good
nice play right there. Gain of about 1.
Ace with the pass or the catch.
So it'll bring up second down and 9. Maybe second and 8. Ball's going to be at the 33. So second and 8 right here. Strickland goes out, replaced by number 26, Malik Allen, also known as Turtle.
Tell you, Jerome Norwood is a big man. Number 61, Troy. That line is large.
55, 99. Woo.
Yes.
Doubles look again right here. And with a stack, there's the snap, inside give.
Hey, you know what? Great job on the defense perspective.
Yeah, squeezed it down really nice right there.
Did we get a number on that? We got to do I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get numbers, man.
I mean, it's just hard to see right now.
It is.
He got about 2, so that's going to bring up third down and 6. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line.
Oh, there we go.
Turtle was on the carry right there, pickup of 2.
You said 3rd and 6?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I'll listen to you eventually, man. And I will get it through my brain.
Doubles look. I would expect to see this one in the air right here. That stack look again. And we have an official's timeout. You want to call sideline warning right here?
I don't think so. Too early.
No, they're going to call the sideline warning. He's telling them right now to back up.
Early on, you got to take charge, though.
Because, as we all know,
yes,
you do not want to run into an official. And on this part, I am a
famous for that.
No,
you stay clear.
I try to stay clear as best I can. You know, emotion sometimes does get the best of me.
3rd and 6, trying to get that first down. Right up the middle.
Up inside, going to be 2 yards short, 3 yards short. No, 2. So it'll be 4th down and 2 right here. So, you know, a 4-yard run right there on 3rd and 6, and I'm guessing they're not going to punt. They're just going for this thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know.
Well, punting, I mean, that's just, you know, hey, let's not worry about that right now.
No, do not punt.
Well, let's get this first down.
That should have been offsides right there. Yeah,
right there, I felt like it's twice. They're not going to call it.
This is not the NFL. You can't get back.
They're going to call timeout.
They did call timeout, but he's offside.
I love you, man, when you do that. You get all in that work right there. I agree. I understand.
So it'll be 4th and 2. They called timeout.
They were trying to draw them off. That was the whole point.
But and see how they lined up. I don't think that there's going to be a punt right here because you're not calling timeout to punt.
No, you just go ahead and take the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, if you were going to punt, that's what I'm saying. And I would expect that there's going to be something. You know, they haven't done anything except right now. They ran a little mesh on 1st down, let the tailback leak out on the flat for 2 yards. Then they had a 2-yard run and a 4-yard run. So
I mean, that's what you were thinking, that because of the line and what they're doing, they're going to try to establish inside. Very much so. Dominance in that perspective to see what happens.
And I think if they get a 1st down right here, then the next thing you'll see is a shot play, because if you're looking at this is a single high safety look.
And they're going to go for it.
But I like what ABA is doing.
That's a three-man front.
Yeah, I don't think they got enough people on the field.
I don't think so either.
Quick screen.
Outside they go.
1st down.
Couldn't lock it up.
That's a great call right there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Break this one down for me, Craig.
Well, they're just going to flash the back and the inside receiver out, get 2 kick-out blocks, and they're going to throw it out there to Williams and let him run.
Yep.
And so Williams catches the ball. Cowboy gets him the 1st down. And now I'm thinking you might get to see something where they fake that and throw a wheel route. And I'm now 100% certain they didn't have enough people on the field. They were missing a defensive lineman. Quick screen to the right here. Ball is caught.
Almost the exact same side on the other one, just trying to recreate it.
So first down and 10 became, it'll be 2nd and 4 right here after the 6-yard completion. I mean, this is just, you know, and this is the playbook of the spread.
2nd down and what, sir?
4.
Thank you.
This is the playbook of the spread.
We got these down and distance things that I got to keep up with, man. I'm trying to run about 7 different buttons.
I know it's not like you're doing anything.
No, no, not at all. We're good.
So JD3 behind. It's like they got doubles look. There goes Ace. Here comes the tunnel screen back inside, and they got a lot of room. And there goes.
Give him 6.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. That's a walk-in touchdown.
When you look at that, right there.
I mean, that's the end of it right there, buddy.
When you have that tunnel screen, and it opens up just like that.
And I'm trying to see, is that 8 or 9?
8.
Well, if that's 8.
I'm quick with the answer. I have no clue if that actually is the case. Touchdown to the Rampage. It was number 9. See?
So that would be number 9. That's DJ the Truth with the score. All right, so, you know, you got a 49-yard touchdown pass right there. And they just sent somebody off the field. I don't know why.
It's one of my favorite shots in football right here, courtesy of Bag of Donuts and Joey Russo. It's that straight-ahead shot. It's it really is a nice one.
So they got to have – they're missing one. Here it comes. And they took a large human out and put a larger human in.
Number 45, he's like, I'll get there in a minute. Give me a second, please. I love that they're kicking, too.
Absolutely.
It is great.
There's the snap, touch, kick, and it is good.
Over the way.
Oh, wait a minute. It did not get there. It
didn't make it.
Short. So, extra point attempt by JD3 falls short. And with 6:38 left to go here in the first quarter, Your score is Rampage 6, ABA nothing. But, you know.
That's the first time we got to see a Rampage on offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what did you like about their offense? And then let's talk a little bit about what we thought about their defense.
Well,
from ABA.
I love the fact that they're spread.
I know, but
I like the fact
that they ran the first 5 plays, 6 plays. It felt like they were just trying to push
they gave you a little inside crossing route on the first play with the mesh, trying to see. And I know what they wanted to see is this man coverage or zone.
Okay.
And then they slipped the back out. Then they ran it, got it down to 4th and 2. Then they hit you with the screens outside. So now they've made you drop. Then they've contracted you. Then they expand you, and then they counter you, which is basically all. They send motion away and then throw the tunnel screen backside, which is a great play.
So you're telling me Coach Jefferson knows what he's doing?
I agree, 100%.
You scripted it. You loved the tunnel screen for a touchdown.
And I didn't think that the Bulldogs, ABA didn't do really anything wrong. You got to pick that one up, big guy.
And you got to run at the 10, trying to get back to the outside.
Turns the corner and going to be dropped at about the 7 or 8 right there. And so now you'll get to see a little bit different take on the spread right here from ABA. But I thought ABA, other than I think on 4th down when they didn't have a defensive lineman on the field.
We felt like they were missing somebody.
But they were in a 6-man box because you have 7 in the box. And, you know, sometimes you don't count the quarterback. You know, and in my way of thinking, if you run the spread, your quarterback has to be a runner because you're always +1 in the box. Because they were just it was almost man up on the outside with a single high safety. And that's the way a lot of people play it. And if you've got the dogs to play it that way, that's the best way to play it.
I agree. First time on offense.
Inside give. Oof. And nothing right there. Maybe a yard.
You're being nice. You say a yard on this replay. Blowing up that front line right there.
Well, they had it at the 11. And number 7 just.
Yes, he did.
That is Chuck.
Yeah, Charles Roberts, but you just call him Chuck.
Chuck. As in Mr. Chuck to you.
Yes. You saying 2nd and 11?
And it is 2nd down and 11. I agree.
All right, I'll go with that as well, sir.
If you're going to run inside on that, you better account for number 7 because he looks like a man out there. And he's standing right next to number 11, which is Lil Mooch. And ain't nothing little about Lil Mooch, okay?
And Richie, number 95 on the end. Goodness.
And here comes the inside give again.
Oh, look at that speed. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. Look at the speed.
30. 35, 40.
Hey, had the
all
angle.
The way down to the 49-yard line right there.
All right, offense. If you're a person on angles, that was beautiful. Great pursuit angle from the defense right there.
That's a nice job by the backside safety getting over the top to make a tackle.
Great job running the ball and not trying to do anything fancy other than get up the field.
Tackle
Great
made
job.
by number 21. That's Fat. That's his nickname. That's great. Fat. Run was by Slash, Joshua Jones right there.
He hit that corner right there in that gap. That was nice.
And there's another slice up the middle. Now, this is pretty good right here.
Listen to you.
They're attacking this thing. That was inside zone from ABA.
You're liking that.
But they've given it a little different look. It'll be 2nd and 8 right here after the 2-yard gain. And I really can't see the numbers, and I wish I could because
I'll check at halftime, see if we can get a little bit more when they reverse the second quarter.
Well,
we'll have that ground camera.
That's Stevens in the backfield right now. He's a little bit bigger of the backs, and they've got him in there. Going to try to sprint and throw the little out route.
They can flag on the play.
They're going to call holding,
yes,
I think.
They are.
And let me just tell you how much I hate this call. And I'm going to tell you why. Did he hold him? Maybe. I'm not watching the backside left tackle to know if he held him. The second thing about it I hate is that the ball is going away from.
Dislike, yes. And it is going away from.
And one of the things in a rules clinic from 2 years ago was we're going to try not to call things that are away from the point of attack. And since they've said that, I've seen more penalties called away from the point of attack than any place.
It'll be 2nd down and 18.
Wow. They backed him way up. This is 2nd down and 21 from where this is at.
Okay.
Still in the gun right here for ABA. And there's the give on a little counter. He steps out of it, and he's going to get it back to 3rd and 11 right here. That's a great answer right there. Ball was run by number 21. That's Jaden Jordan. And he made a nice cut right there.
Props to the offensive lineman from ABA. They're doing a great job because I feel like the Rampage just have their ears pinned back.
They do.
I mean, they're
Got
going.
those guys standing up on the corner to rush the passer.
And they are going after it.
There's the snap. Another same play, but the squeeze
now
that
the
time.
squeeze occurred.
Backside right there. Nice play by number 9. DJ The Truth just slid up underneath that.
Was able to get
that's a
from
really nice job of getting up underneath the tackle right there. But I don't blame him for running the same play. Now it's 4th down.
I thought it'd be. Oh, it was third down. And I'm giving.
So now you got 4th down. So, you know, in my book, this is throw it deep. You know,
you're still not in the punt world.
Not on the other side of the 50.
Okay. They're gonna call timeout. It feels like.
I think the Rampage are going to call a timeout because they didn't have the right personnel. So that's their second timeout here in the first half. And that's probably one you really wish you didn't have to use considering you're playing defense on 4th and 13. But, you know, you see it every week. Long yardage conversions end up extending the drive. We've seen it for everything from high school to prep school.
To college and to the NFL.
It is.
Agreed.
It's one of those things where as a coach, you know, you feel like, you know, do I rush? Do I sit back?
And right now, they're trying to stop the run from the Rampage.
I agree.
But most importantly, ABA doesn't want to give that ball back.
No.
And you don't. You've got to do something. You don't want to be sitting in 4th and 13.
And I don't think the ABA really wants to drop back and throw because those guys on the edge are ballers.
Well, that and the break on the ball up top with the DBs as well.
Yeah.
You know, but as the moment we started kind of singing the praises of the defense, they got burned for a good 40-yard gain on the run from Slash.
So right now you're going to get a 6-man box from the Rampage. You got a doubles look.
She's not going to stay there. I was hoping she would.
That would have been a nice way to break it down. And they're faking the screen. A lot of time to throw. Steps up in the pocket.
You got to get rid of it.
And that's not going to happen. You're not going to outrun.
I mean, right there's your option. And he kicks on the speed, the defensive end.
I think that's your dude, too, Nickerson.
I'm just glad.
Hello, baby.
Glad the quarterback was able to hold on to the ball.
And that'll turn it over on down. So Rampage will take over 1st and 10 at the ABA's 46-yard line. But not a bad job by the ABA. They got it off of their own 10, kind of flipped the field.
And I don't know, part of me would have wanted to, if I had a punter, a part of me wanted to punt it deep. You're playing at home. You know, this is your area. 33, goodness gracious.
And he can get after it.
Yes, he can. That's hit squads, D.A. Logan.
Oh, false start right there. It's going to back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15. It'll be interesting to see. We haven't really seen them. You know, we've seen the screen game to the outside, the quick screens, the tunnel screen. We saw a nice mesh concept. We've seen some inside zone runs. You know, I'm waiting to see the quarterback get involved in the run game right here for the Rampage, but I'm also waiting to see the first shot down the field.
Those people that play video games for football, this is what you see most of the time. Nobody ever says, hey, I want to see the side-by-side view.
So you got Williams, Porras, and moved again, so it'll be 1st and 20. You got Williams, Nickerson, and Porras in a bunch to the left. If I'm ABA, I'm concerned. And I'm going to tell you why I'm concerned. Because they've got Feet Squabbler, as he is called, on the inside part of that bunch, which screams to me they're going to throw bubble screen.
Yeah.
And they've
or they're sending them down and they're going to go deep. Because right now they're 1st and 20.
And there's bubble screen. And he's got all kind of open field. And he's going to get it down. So 1st and 20, gain of
15.
17 is going to bring up second down and 3. And that was, I mean, just by formation, you kind of had a hint what was coming right there. And when you got a guy that you've nicknamed Feet Squabble, you're pretty certain he can run.
I know you were seeing it unload. I'm glad we were able to stay with the end zone view.
If you're ABA, you can't play it that way. You got to have somebody outside. They had 2 on 3, and they had one matched up on the point. Now this is a little bit better right here. There goes Feet Squabbler in motion. Now you're going to get, a little stretch.
That defensive front is hard for ABA. Great job with the tackle.
It's going to be a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5.
And that's why they're throwing to the outside, correct?
Yeah. About 5, 3rd and 5.
Well, that's hands down why they can't run in the middle.
Well, and I think what it is, you've got a really big offensive line, but sometimes big doesn't handle speed well.
No.
And that time you're trying to run outside, and they just got, ran around. There comes the screen back here to Williams, and a nice play.
Didn't do the block. Great job defensively again by ABA. Even one's just sitting there going, yeah, I didn't block my man.
Yep, absolutely
that's on me.
Did not. And are they going to punt? Are they running the punt team on the field? If this is.
Is it 4th and 10?
It is 4th and about 10 right here. No, they're okay. The quarterback was just going to get the play. Now, I would expect this one to be thrown down the field. Or it could be a screen again. That backside tunnel screen would be dirty right here. I just want to go ahead and tell everybody at home, if we miss the number, it's not because we're trying to be mean.
No, by no means.
But you got LO out wide to the left, and I'm thinking they're going to him. There's the snap. There goes the stop route. Oh,
block
it's nice.
Down. Defensive play. When I get a chance, defensive end, great job getting his hands up and smacking it down.
It wouldn't have mattered. They'd have backed him up anyway. They had a hold back here on this side.
And that's going to be declined, and it's going to be 1st down and 10.
Mm-hmm.
4.
The ABA, that was a nice job on defense for the ABA. Helped by the penalties early on in the drive, but still, it was 2nd and 3, and they end up at 4th and 10, and that was just nothing but defensive line play.
Right. Coming to the waning minutes of the first quarter here in Stockbridge High School, Stockbridge, Georgia, right below Atlanta for those people over in South Central trying to watch us. We've got a lot of folks out there in the Facebook world and YouTube paying attention right now, Craig, so it's always nice to have that.
And right now, I'm just telling you, they're at what do they call that place, the Jungle? Isn't that what they call Stockbridge's field?
They did. Anything, they're the Tigers. So.
Slot to the left, power back set to the right. Here comes jet motion. Here comes a jet sweep give.
It's going to be far outside.
They got the edge turned right there. And I'm going to say this right now. This ABA squad, that's a gain of 4 to bring up 2nd and 6, but this ABA squad looks 10 times better this week
than when you saw them before.
Than when I saw them in week 1, and that's exactly what you want to happen. You want to get better every week.
Right. You don't want to regress, by no means.
And, I'll say this from a perspective right here.
Yep.
It would probably be harder to get progression from this group because you don't know how much they get to actually practice. But one of the things they don't have to worry about is homecoming.
No, listen to you. But they do have to worry about some big events.
Oh, got an outside run, and there's a whole lot of space right there. Nice cut back to the outside. Going to be dragged back down.
Nice indeed. We'll watch that play unfold right here.
And there's Slash again. Makes a nice cut back outside right here.
They're here to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Down at the 27-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10, ABA. And if anybody was thinking that there would be people with slow feet after playing a game yesterday, that is incorrect.
And they're on a 5-game winning streak. Well, okay, that is where ABA is. They won last night against a team in from North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Give the proper North Carolina Dark Horse Elite of North Carolina 7-6.
And there's the snap, and there's the give again. Cuts it back, cuts it at the 20, loses his feet.
That's the second time I've seen that a little bit.
Going to mark him down at the 18. Well, I will say this. When you're playing on plastic grass,
I know,
and
you can slip.
And the sun goes down, it gets wet.
It does, just that moisture outside, everything.
It's just like dew.
Yeah.
But that's a gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd down and 2. And we're right back on the ball for ABA. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, end of the first quarter. Let's get a little word from.
I don't think they understand it's the end of the first quarter. Maybe they figured it out. There we go.
Listen to you.
Hey, referees were into the game too, man. They're human just like everybody else.
A little word from the UTN network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, glad to have you back here. A lot of fun that first quarter.
Absolutely.
And it's still going. I mean, so, you know, you don't ever want to hear what we're saying before the game, but we were hoping for a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, and you hope. But we got at least a quarter of a game. The first quarter saw both teams battling back and forth.
You see the skill level and the talent show up, and that's the best part about it. When you have coaches that put skilled players in a position to make plays and let their talents take over. And, I mean, and right now, you know, Parks really hadn't done anything yet, but we saw him make that little throw on the rollout where they called the holding. That was a great throw. It was great coverage, but it was a great throw. So we flip the field right here. It'll be 2nd and 2. Ball's going to be at the 19 of the Rampage.
So it's 2nd and 2?
2nd and 2.
Okay, cool.
And, you know, if it holds true to what they did, you know, they have run a lot of stuff where they cut it back against the grain. So, you know, one of the things that they did in that first week was they were able to, when they needed a play, and when they needed a play, they were always able to get to the edge. So they're in slot with a power back to the right. Here comes ISO
right up the middle.
Give him one. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. And I really like what ABA is doing right now. Yes, they're getting right back up and getting on the ball, but they're running the football, running the clock, and keeping the ball away from the Rampage.
And that's the key. And we'll probably go back into that first quarter of the 4th down when they really stopped them. They did. I mean, that batted down pass was a huge bat down pass in that situation. And granted, I know there was a holding play and they had been redone the down, but to answer back from ABA, I mean, the first time we saw the Rampage, they didn't go down the field successfully because it took them a minute or two to get down there. Roughly about an 8-play drive. But that tunnel screen.
Yeah, it was pretty explosive.
It was eye-opening right here. ABA can answer right here in the second quarter and tie this thing up. Oh.
Now, that is one thing about running what they're doing. They're pinching their line inside.
Yep.
And if you think you're about to cut back on that, there's an unblocked player there.
They are.
So
and if you could hear that pop from up
yes,
from
you
here.
could. Nice job of squeezing on the backside back there. I think that was number 9, DJ The Truth. No, excuse me, that was 0. That was LO, Andre Nickerson, the guy that you picked for player of the game, and he's already got a sack.
Right now it's 4th down and 3, or a long 2. We'll say a long 2 for the niceness of it. So what are you going to call right here, Coach? Are you going to try to go to the outside? Or are you trying to slash it and cut back?
I'm going to try to give them some eye candy right here with a little jet look, but it looks like they've loaded up.
And they're trying to say mano-y-mano.
This is unbalanced, and they don't have enough people on the field. They're going to have to call a timeout.
If not, they're going to get a flag. Yep, timeout. Good call, Coach. Yeah.
So timeout, ABA. Well, you worked yourself down here. Don't take a chance.
No, by no means. Let's not do that. I love when the timeouts reset themselves at the end of this.
I know. I didn't understand that the other day. I had these timeouts marked off, and then also I looked up.
I just saw that now. I said it's 2-1, and I saw that LA got 3 more timeouts. I said, hey, man, I just reset my clock. Come on now. Let's not do this. I got to be a scorekeeper as well. For those people watching the Sunday night football game, not too bad for the people over in California right now.
Well,
10-0.
It's not too bad for the people in California because it's a beautiful day, but that man is
focused.
He's operating.
Yes, he's focused. So
and they just tried to hit Kittle deep down the middle and it got picked off. So it's about to be 17-0 Green Bay. So, you know, all those, I guess he could have just said relax after that first week.
Nah, he took that kind of personal and heart-wise. You know, it just was one of those things.
Now, one of the things that ABA has in their back pocket, if they really want it, later on is they've either got naked quarterback bootleg because of the way the backside is flowing or reverse. And this is super unbalanced right here.
High snap.
And there's trying to get to the edge.
He got it.
He turns the corner.
Oh.
I don't know if he got there.
I don't think he did. It's going to be close. Where's the marking?
Ball's at the 19.
Yep, did not get it. Change of possession.
2 yards short, and it will flip the possession over. Rampage with the hold. There was also a penalty. It will be declined, so it'll be 1st and 10. Rampage at their own 19 right here.
Do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight on Facebook and YouTube out there in the old social media world. This game started nearly an hour late. I know everybody was concerned. A little bit different in that point, but we were able to get that game started up and ready to go with you. Hopefully safe travels for the LA Rampage on their way back to Los Angeles tomorrow.
It's gonna be a rough day at school tomorrow for some of these guys.
Yeah. For ABA group, the ABA group.
I think it's gonna be a rough. If you're looking at,
I don't think Rampage is going to school tomorrow, man. I'm going with that.
Slot to the left. There comes a little counter look. Ace with the ball, and he's gonna pick up about 8. We'll give it 2nd down and 2 right here.
You see that move right there? The end went too upfield too much.
That's a really nice job of blocking that play by the front of the Rampage. Really nice job.
And defensive end for the Bulldogs went upfield just a little bit too much and allowed that cutback to occur.
There's going to be an option coming out of that pretty soon. And that's going to be a gain of 3 and a 1st down right there.
Good tackle from the ABA, number 4.
Number 4, that's Sincere.
Sin City.
Yeah, Sincere Stevens. The man known as Sin City.
Yes.
1st and 10, ball is going to be at the 30-yard line.
I do like the name Sincere, though.
Cool.
First name-wise, that's not bad.
Slot to the right, gun backfield.
Down.
1st down. And there it comes. There's a little flare. That ball is a
It's
backwards
a live ball. It's a live ball. Get on it. Live ball.
And it's out of bounds.
They going to give it to him? What are they going to say?
That ball is out of bounds. If he got to that football,
that's a hard call to make.
If he got to that football before it got out of bounds, it's their football.
Oh, it is their football, hands down. They're trying to make that decision. And they made that decision.
Wow, they gave the football to ABA right there. That's a great job of getting after the football and not just assuming that it's an incomplete
never
pass.
Assume that it's an incomplete pass.
And that sets him up nicely. 1st and 10 at the Rampage 21. And what I've seen on defense from the ABA is exactly what I saw in the first game. Speed to the edge, physicality in the box. I think that you're going to see the Rampage come out and go back to that double spread look and start throwing those quick screens again.
Once again, welcome everybody. We're 7 minutes in the 2nd quarter remaining. The red team is the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy. The white team is the LA Rampage. 13U battle here. Number 1 top team in the nation is the Rampage.
And there goes, I mean, you just look right there. You got Slash going to the edge right here. Let's see where they marked him out at. He went out at about the 13-yard line.
Making it 2nd and
14-yard line, so give it 2nd and 3 right here.
Okay.
And what the thing is right now is you're seeing the speed. You know, Joshua Jones is able to get what he wants when he wants to get to the edge. And
I mean, you talk about a puncher's chance in this point. Hats off to Atlanta.
Yeah, they're sticking right with a team that's consensus number 1 team, 13 and under in the country.
Right.
So
I'll pose a question in a minute about if they would have played them on Saturday versus Sunday. Right up the middle.
That's a 1st down.
1st and goal.
At the 10, baby.
Entering the red zone. And the UTN red zone alert. Like a siren. Something.
Yeah.
I need a woo, 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 something. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Back on the ball again. doubles look for ABA. All right, so it's a cover. It's a single high safety look right here for the Rampage, and they're bringing it.
No, you got to get rid of it.
Parks doing a great job. He's going to run. He's going to try to get in the corner. Oh, my word.
I hope he's all right. We're going to see that hit again.
He's going to get down to the one, and they threw a flag.
They did. Led with his helmet. Goodness gracious.
That hit was delivered by Chuck. And like I said, call him Mister, because he lowered the boom right there.
Did. He was going to make sure if he's running to the corner, he's not going to run out.
You know, there's one thing,
I don't feel like it was targeting.
I mean, he's just trying to make a tackle right there.
13U's 13U. That was a big hit.
That was.
That was a big hit. Big hit indeed.
You know, it's funny that we sit here and have this conversation. A dead ball, they call targeting.
Yeah. You be careful they don't throw him out.
You know.
I don't know necessarily the rules, so I can't speak off the cuff on that one.
It's not an automatic ejection in high school.
Right.
I have had a player ejected for it. They called targeting on my linebacker one time. They did not.
And what do you feel about this call right here, not getting up under center?
You haven't been up under center the whole game. So
okay, that's a touchdown.
I don't know if they got in or not.
Now they're going to say he fumbled.
No, he was definitely down. He was sitting on the ground. They're just going to mark it right back at the 1 yard line. My way of thinking is that if you're a gun team, then you have to practice all of these situations, which we don't know how much time they get to practice.
Right.
But you have to practice these situations, and if you're going to be able to go in and out from under center, you got to practice it that way. So they'll bring up second down and goal at the 1. And that was fixing. There was a whistle.
A whistle blow before time. Either we called a timeout. My guess is ABA called timeout. And that's just a pure speculation on my part.
Oh, I know what happened.
What?
I know exactly what happened.
Come on there, truth teller.
They had first and goal, correct?
Yep.
They tried to throw a pass on first and goal. They got the penalty at the 1 yard line. But the penalty can't give them a first down. I mean, see, it says third down up on the box up there. You know, the same thing happened to us on Friday night. We had a situation where there was a personal foul on a second down, and after our first down play, we got about 6 on first down.
And you got added it on, but it still turned into third down.
It's turned into second down because it was a play, you know, that you couldn't get a first down by the half the distance mark off. So we thought we were going to get a first down. They marked off a second down. We ended up not getting anything.
Well, 4:16 remaining. Sorry for all the movements of the camera. For those people that like to ride rides, this is definitely your show at this point.
Got your Dramamine ready.
Oh, my goodness gracious. When the producer where I'm at, and I'm like, hey, just slow it down.
So there's 4 minutes on the clock, he just said, from our good friend, the Whitehead Cap. There's obviously been a timeout called here. It is third down because the play, here's my part on this. How's it dead ball targeting when the hit took place during the play inbounds?
I'm having a hard time that in my brain wise.
And so it should have just been first down again, and this should be second down. Because it can't be a dead ball when the ball is in play.
Still in play, right.
But, hey, what do I know? Just a dumb high school coach. If you don't believe it, ask anybody in the stands on Friday night. They will tell you.
I tell you, it's very interesting to see these two teams battle it out here. And I wonder, are both teams more primed to play a good game in the second game or in the first game?
Well, I think, you know.
Because both of these teams played yesterday.
Common sense tells you that you're fresher on the first day.
Okay.
natural statement is if you score 36 points, you probably feel pretty good about yourself. There's the snap. There's the sprint. Parks is going to throw it back, and it's going to be caught.
And they're going to call pass interference and a flag on that. Touchdown, give them 6. I tell you, that's a scary throw. Great grab. Great grab indeed. I know. My heart's going out. I can't get the number called.
What a great catch.
33. And just like that, that's awesome. You expect a lot of things to happen. That's not one of them.
Oh, no.
It's all right. We'll get it back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hang with us. We'll get everything going here in a minute. Just technology in its finest. If it wouldn't be one thing, it'd be another. So we're all good. We'll get it up, back, and running for you. So just a second. They did score the touchdown.
That was Hit Squad on the touchdown. Yes, it was. D.A. Logan. So 6-6 right now. Extra point pending. So far, it's been a great first half of football.
It has, very much so.
And to answer your question, I would think that both teams would come in here with something to prove after, ABA sneaks out a win last night 7-6, and LA dominates 36-6. But when you're looking at issues that go with all of this, it might be a little bit tougher for LA because of the distance they've traveled.
I'd agree. Very much so on that part. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your patience. I love dead silence just like anybody else. We'll get the game going right back up with you here. You got to like when a brand new device decides to say, no, I'm going to stop what we're doing. And in the middle where all of us were just like, oh, this is a great game. We're really enjoying this. And then suddenly it changed to do that. So, all right, we're back live and in action here. Give me 1 second. We'll get things going. And we'll have to get an idea of actually what happened here.
So hopefully we can get a shot of the scoreboard.
If you can see how much sweat was coming from my forehead just now. Oh, my goodness gracious.
So it looks like there may have been a timeout called right here because the ball's sitting at the 3.
So they already scored the touchdown.
They did.
So if anybody, once again, hey, appreciate you hanging with us. Love the reality of electronics in its finest.
I thought it was impressive how quickly you got that thing back up and ready to roll.
I got to be appropriate with that response and just say, thanks, Craig.
Oh, okay.
All right, buddy.
Didn't even think about what I said.
No, I didn't even think what you said either. Hey, it's 6-6. We did see that on the scoreboard. Appreciate that there, bag of donuts. 4:36 remaining here in the fourth. The second, I'm joking. Sorry.
It was 4:40, I guess, is what he was telling him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We got a jump. Is that offsides? And we got a full house wishbone backfield.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, one of the things I hate the most about – wow, hold on, Chief.
They went back.
So they're at the 8.
I love the audience.
Yes.
Live here in Stockbridge, Georgia. Going for 2 right here. 6-6 tie ball game.
I'm looking for some kind of play fake right here. Parks under center. There's the toss.
They're trying to find an opening.
Oh,
I don't know if that was, to me, I'm not questioning play calling.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out, is that the most ideal play to run in this situation when it's a 2-point conversion?
I was thinking that, they may have had that called at the 3. And if they have it at the 3, it gets in. But if they would have ran that, and I was waiting for the guy to pull up and throw it.
Right.
To me, having a 2-point conversion play, that is something that you can rely on. Like, being a Tech fan, when they lined up to go for 2 last night, I was like, it's 33-14. We've got to go for 2 because I've lost a game being up 34-14 because you didn't.
Right. You're looking at the card. And the card's telling you this is what you got to do.
And my dad looked at me and said, would you do this? And I said, absolutely. And then I saw the formation. And I said, this is somebody else throwing the ball. And he was like, okay. and they flipped it to a wide receiver on a reverse, and he threw it to the tight end.
Yep.
And I was like, that was really nice design right there.
And you can use it a couple times, and that's about it. But it makes somebody plan for it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, both of these teams, Rampage and Bulldogs, do get film on each other. I mean, the one thing the nice thing about UTN, they put the games out there. They want this opportunity to do that.
And there's the kick, and it is going to be fielded right there at the 49.
Do you think they know something we don't know?
I don't think they want to kick it deep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking they got a pretty good idea who's standing back there, and if they kick it deep, it might be a problem.
And bang his head on the goalpost?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, we'll let you start on the 50, and if we get the onside kick.
Well, their defense has played so good.
How do you like those from a kicking perspective where everybody bunches up and they just try to dribble it?
We do that.
I know you do.
And it is the looks that you get on the return team. Rampage is offsides right here. There's the counter.
I do appreciate the refs not really wanting to slow down the game and saying, okay, we're going to do this and that.
I love that play that they just ran right there.
Right.
Little two tight end, fake the rocket toss to the field, bring the counter back underneath it. That's for us when we were at community. That was a huge play for us. And now the Rampage have gotten foot to foot in there. There's the counter again
to the other side,
and that's Ace. He's going to be. It'll be 3rd and 1 right here. He just handed the ball to his center and said, let's go, let's go, let's go.
They are pushing it. They said, we're going to get on the ball and we're going to run. I mean, we talk amount of players. They've got about 35 on the squad.
And there's Power.
Good backside tackle right there.
That was
enough
nice
for a first down, though.
Gain of 4 right there. Ball carried by number 26. That's Turtle. And we got a player down.
Injured player. What you think of their philosophy right now, offensively, by the LA Rampage to kind of really change up an offensive style? We've seen how many different styles of offense from this?
You've seen them in 3 wide receivers, 2 backs, running a little inside counter with a triple option look to the outside, even though they threw the ball. Now, and you've seen them in doubles. You've seen them in double stack. And now you're under center in 2 tights with a wing. This is we came here to win the game, and now we're tied, and it's time for us to punch you in the mouth.
Because the one thing that the Rampage came to Georgia was not to lose, but to have the idea of dominance.
And now, I remember a funny story told to me by one of my coaches that I hold in high esteem, and he said that they played a team one night and they jumped out on them 14-0, and his exact was, that really just made them mad.
Yes. I'll listen to you.
Look at the little delay to the fullback.
Oh, it was pretty.
Everybody is looking for something else right there. Gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3. And right now the Rampage have compressed the formation.
You call a timeout if you're ABA trying to figure out, okay, hey, we got to because they have compressed it right in the middle and took the biggest lineman and stopped it.
And they are
because they're not spread out anymore.
They've got it foot to foot now. They're not letting that speed.
And the lines, Rampage has a massive offensive line.
This is a great changeup from the OC right here. And now they're going to throw the football out of it. And
good tackle.
Gets tackled on the edge.
About a 5-yard loss. 3rd down and 9.
I was hoping I'd get to see a number. Number 84 on the tackle right there. That's Fat.
Yep, A.J. Griggs.
And now 3rd and 9. And, I understand wanting to take a shot on 2nd and short.
But it was working.
But you were just
it was working.
Them.
It was. You're getting fancy. Somebody said something about like Applebee's, some bourbon steak.
Steak nachos.
I'm telling you. Somebody going to call, trying to get reset with the white cap. We're going to have a 10-minute halftime, and then we'll come back. We will take a break here on the UTN network. We'll keep it live streaming so you can come back and join us. I tell you one thing, if they're able to stop them and not get a score.
Yeah, this is a big.
ABA gets the ball back in the 3rd quarter.
Certainly does.
You talk about having that conversation at halftime. Goodness gracious.
Yep. There's that
another
inside
one.
give.
I love how he pauses.
Yeah, it's just a simple delay. Now you got it at 4th and 3. You're 4th and 3 right here.
Coach, when was the last time we called a good game like this? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it has. It has. We had a pretty good prep school game, 2 weeks ago when Phoenix City.
Oh, when they just kept going back and forth.
Back and forth.
And those fourth downs and third downs and forever.
Yeah.
And they kept getting them. Yeah, I agree.
Now, this is interesting. They got it back to 4th and 3, and then they went spread. Now, if I am ABA right here, I am thinking this is going to be a quick screen.
Because that's what
to
they're
the
successful.
edge, because that's what they got the last 4th down on. Now, I don't think this receiver down here is on the ball. And
they haven't called these plays all day. And there's your screen to the wayside of the field, and he wraps him up.
nice
Big
play
stop
right there.
Big stop by ABA.
I think that was Slash again.
Well, when we get halftime, I will be talking to my camera crews, and we're going to get better numbers for ABA so we can see that. I know they're gray numbers on red jerseys, and that's like dark red to maroon red
yes,
almost.
Yes, it is.
It hurt my eyes.
So now, you got to be looking at this thinking it's a low clock in the second quarter. So what do you do right here if you're ABA? Do you take it to half?
Well, each team's got one timeout. Okay, so to me, it's all about the first and second down right now. If you get something on first down, then yes, you're going to push a little bit. But you definitely, I don't think you get greedy right now because you're getting the ball back.
That's what I'm saying.
You're getting the ball back.
I don't want to give them a chance in a short field right here. And they're not coming out here real fast, so they're in danger of the delay.
If these refs pull out a flag in their pocket for delay based on everything else we've seen tonight, these refs are very kind. They have been here a long time, and they said, hey, we're going to call this last game because it's the #1 team in the nation taking on Atlanta Bulldogs Academy, 13U Red.
There's the counter.
He going 11, just going to get him. Stay in
he
bounds.
Just ran away from him.
First down.
Give him 14 and a first down.
Wow. We did double echo that one, man. I am very impressed with Atlanta right now. If I call them Alabama one more time, you can punch them in the head, buddy.
There will be no punching.
No punching in the head. No swift kick in the ear.
I mean, this team doesn't look like the same team I saw the first night.
No, but you didn't want that to be the case either.
No, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think that they have accepted the challenge that comes from playing a team that is ranked as highly as, the Rampage are.
We're in the final minutes of the second quarter.
It's a good job of getting us a camera shot of the clock. Got doubles look right here. Look at the wide tackle look right here. Park's going to sprint, and he's going to throw it out. That's a good job of avoiding the sack right there, making sure that he's getting the ball out. Got it towards the receiver, too. That's a nice job.
Second down and 10. Clock is stopped. Both teams have one timeout remaining.
Why is the ball on the left hash, Mr. Ref?
Even though it was an incomplete pass. They love watching people move around.
Oh, things that just drive you insane. But I will say this, at least in the JV game this week, we had a referee that would allow us to change footballs.
That was nice.
Yeah, I did appreciate that.
Now I went all the way down to Northgate, though.
That was forever.
Yes.
Broke the huddle with 12. That's illegal substitution. Or had 12 in formation. So that's going to make it second down and 15 right here.
At this point, I'm taking it to half, but that's my mentality. Okay, that's the offensive guy in me, the O-lineman. I say we are 6-6. I do not want to see anything.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. We had such a great conversation last night, my brother and I. We are polar opposites on the football spectrum. I'm a spread, hurry up, throw it all over the field, snap it every 15 seconds guy. And he's defense, defense, defense. And when Tech scored to go up 45-22 last night, he goes, I love the play call. I love everything about it. He goes, I just wish he would have slid at the 1 yard line. And I was like, why? He was like, because they can't score if they don't have the ball. I was like, you're up. They can't score. They can't win if you keep outscoring them too.
It's been amazing. I feel like if we'd have been able to sit down with ABA's coaches, I feel like that they would have. I would have loved to know their game plan and their thought of to slow it down.
Wow.
Yep. And you just don't want fumble right now.
Nope. Now, here's the interesting spot. It's 3rd and 15.
That clock's going to run out.
Nice tackle right there by number 32. That's 7. And, you know, no movie references for that.
None. What's in the box? Sorry. Gosh, I apologize. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's halftime. Take us to half there, Craig.
We go to half here at Stockbridge High School. Your score, the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy 6, the Los Angeles Rampage 6. An exciting second half coming up as the Rampage look to secure their #1 ranking, and the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy look to step up in that. See you back in about 5 minutes.
Yep, we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the UTN Sunday Night Delight. Craig, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, man, this is what we came here for.
We did. This is why this is why you play the game.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is why one of the best statements in the world. This is why you play the game. We'll get the sound get going here. 30 seconds on the clock. Craig, talk to me about some impact players on both sides of the ball.
Well, from the Rampage, you got Andre Nickerson, who's been a beast on defense. They've gotten to the point where they just try to run away from him now. And, he's got a sack. He's got several tackles for losses. He came really close to knocking the football out on the sack that he had.
Oh, he went for the strip. There's no –
he did.
Yeah.
And then you've got, Williams has a couple of catches. DJ the Truth, that's Clanton. He's had a huge first half, and he had the long run on the tunnel screen. And for the most part, I think that if you ask the Rampage at halftime what was their biggest enemy, they'd say themselves.
Okay.
And then
now, give me a little bit more of that. Why would you say? Because
well, they've had the ball. They had the ball. They get the stop on 4th down, up 6-0, and the first thing they do is they false start twice. So instead of being 1st and 10,
it's 1st and 20.
It's 1st and 20. Then they get 17 yards on the next play. All right, and then they, if you look at that last drive, they're at 2nd down and 3, and then they try to throw a pass, and they end up at 3rd and 9. Then they get to back at 4th and 3, and then they go for the quick screen, and it's a great play made by Slash from ABA to stop it from being a 1st down. So right now, I think if you ask them, they would say that they've made the right adjustments. They just haven't finished drives.
Okay. And offensively, they've definitely done they came out with different formations each time. And even that last time where they went
too tight, 2 wings.
Oh, my goodness. Toe-to-toe, side-to-side. And we're just going to and I love the pause draw by the fullback. That's the greatest thing in the world right there. When we're pushing along here, we'll have two more quarters of 10-minute quarters here at Stockbridge High School. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman, bringing the United Tights Network Game of the Week out of Stockbridge, Georgia. Pretty exciting game. We got the #1 team in the nation, 13U. The rest of the Rams in white, as you can see. And then we have the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy looking, I'm going to say, for the upset.
Well, and I would say that they are, but right now Parks at the quarterbacks has done a nice job of orchestrating the offense. He hasn't turned it over. He's gotten the football out when he's supposed to, and he's gotten the football to Slash. And Slash has been a big play waiting to happen here in the first half.
We were going over our notes at halftime. The first thing I said was speed kills.
It does.
I mean, and I think that's their answer to speed was we'll just go straight up the middle and not allow them defensively to sack them.
And that's what right now ABA has working for them on both sides of the ball. Their front on defense is fast.
Yes.
The Rampage front on offense is huge. So right now they're counteracting size with speed.
Well,
that's why going foot to foot.
Oh,
it takes that away from you.
It did. It changed everything else. ABA gets the ball on the kickoff, and we're going to get this second half started here shortly. Getting the coach from Atlanta Bulldogs Academy, Coach Parks, saying, "Hey, this is our opportunity. This is our chance." They were the Falcons game 2 weeks ago. Okay, if you get a chance, you go on to Facebook. They played in the dome afterwards, or the Benz, not the dome. Sorry, but they had a bunch of different teams, and ABA was one of the teams that was there. It's pretty nice to watch the promotion of it. And they have one thing that I love about the United Tights Network is they do a great job for promotional roles. I mean, the one thing you can see out there, the cameras.
Oh yeah,
and the kids are used to it. And stuff, and I don't know. I do enjoy it because you get to see that. I mean, we got the drone and we got a ground. We're not going to walk somebody around in the gimbal, but I think we could if we really wanted to be able to see that.
So you're going to get a standard kickoff formation right here by the Rampage. Got 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Ball sitting in the middle of the field. It's like a pretty deep walk-off. I would be shocked if
he's going to kick it deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He's kicking it way deep. Asked our photographers and our videographers to give us some different angles this go around, just so we could see what it looked like.
And that ball is taken at the 20. Going to break outside right here. Turn the corner at the 30, 35 up to about the 38-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10.
I'll tell you one thing. My producer, Maya Barrett, she's going to take a nap when it's over with. She had to do a game this afternoon, 1 o'clock up in Snellville, and I said, "Hey, can you make it to this one? Let's go. Let's get the cheddar and the cheese, and let's get it taken care of." She's like, "Yep, that's no problem. Let's get going." So, all right, we're going to start this third quarter off.
So the ball's at the 37, 1st and 10.
Everybody gets 3 timeouts again.
And they'll have 3 timeouts again at the 4th quarter.
No, I'll make sure I mark that down. 10 minutes on the clock. Let's get going. I always say importantly, I love when we're multitasking right here. One of the most important things is the first 5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. And it's the setting the tone piece.
And I think that the Bulldogs said, we see your full house backfield, and we'll raise you a full house backfield.
We're going to play this game. Let's play it.
So physicality versus physicality right here. There's the blast on the right-hand side. And that's going to be a gain. Now he didn't get to the 40-yard line, Mr. Ref.
You sure? 2nd down and what, sir?
That'll be 2nd down and 7 from that point right there.
All right. 2nd down and 7 it is.
And they're getting right back on it. Referee's not even watching the game. They're going to be to the outside. Nice cut back in there, the 45. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Our camera people weren't watching the game either. They got caught up in watching the ref as well.
The ref had his back turned to the play. Got to love that one.
They like that ball. They're about speeding it up here.
I
3rd
agree.
down and 2, you said?
3rd and 2. And they're going to go unbalanced. This is what they did. They're not set.
No.
So that's going to be 3rd and 7. But this is what they did so effectively against Stonecrest. They outflanked them so bad using the formation. So 3rd and 7 after the false start. Rampage have a chance now to get off the field. It looks like they're going to go back to a spread look right here on 3rd and 7.
Got another flag. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on ABA. So they're going backwards right now.
Yeah, you had exactly what you wanted. You have all the momentum, as you talked about. When we went to half, they got the stop, got off the field. You had it 3rd and 2, false start. And then I don't know what this next penalty was, but it's obviously something that somebody said something they shouldn't have. So now you've put yourself behind the 8 ball right here. You're looking at 3rd and about 22, 23 to get the 1st down right here. We'll come right back out in this tight formation. I'm looking at this as some kind of trick play. And they moved again, so now it's 3rd and 28. No, we'll make no comment about said numbers.
No, not at all, but you talking about going backwards.
In a hurry, Coach. In a hurry. And now you've put yourself in a position where if you get nothing on this play, now you got to punt.
And we haven't punted all game.
Nope.
Neither team.
Nope.
And you're not going for it. They're running the clock.
Yep. So now you got 4 solid to the right, power eye right backfield. A little cross buck action. And that's going to gain
about 5?
2. About 3. Give him 3.
Okay, 3.
So it's going to bring up 4th and 25 right here.
Yeah.
So.
I'm cutting my mics because my producers, I'm texting trying to make sure we're getting a little bit better. So she's a good rah read. You're doing a great job. My text was very positive. I said,
yes.
I was just trying to get more images on ABA. I felt like we were looking mostly at the white jerseys before. Now we got ABA's our backs to them so we can get the proper numbers if we're looking for the numbers.
They're going to punt right here, it looks like.
On 4th and 25, I hope so.
And they got the snapper in there. And I appreciate the referee not throwing the penalty right there because they switched one for the other. There's the snap. And the punt is blocked. but it's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be at the 30, all the way up to the 35.
Not a bad punt. Not a bad punt.
Yeah, you'll take that.
I'll take that in a heartbeat right now. Go back and re-step up.
Nice, smart play right there by Sin City.
Pick it up and
catching that
go.
thing and realizing it's behind the line of scrimmage, you can advance it off the block. That was a good job. He saved them about 20 yards in field position.
I probably saved a touchdown, to be honest with you. If that ball would hit the ground and he wouldn't have picked that up and been there in that position.
So here we go. A little new look right here for the Rampage. We're going to get trips.
And if I'm that defensive coordinator for ABA, I'm just going to go sit on the bus.
Yeah.
Because they're getting everything thrown at them. I saw the kitchen sink and the refrigerator. They just throwing all different types of formations out there against them. Doing a great job. Both teams be able to adapt. You talk about a chess match right now.
Good to see Turtle back on the field after he was shaken up late in the first half. Trips to the left right here. They're changing the route combo. Here comes a little outside.
Defense ramp up.
Man, that's a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Tried to trap the outside the defensive end right there. I mean, this right here is some exciting football. Top notch, really. And, you know, you got trips to the left again. JD3 in the backfield. Turtle to his right. You got the truth out here out wide. Cowboy in the intermediate slot. And there's a little counter look, and they split them. Cut back at the all the way down to the 20 to the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 17. That's a great play call. Nice job of
line blocking.
Yeah, they
sealed that
pinned
in.
it.
They did.
Wrapped both the guard and the tackle around. Nice little job of running the counter right there.
Well, this will be interesting to watch ABA's response to a defense. They haven't had anything where they've been this close, because the last time they scored the touchdown, it was a 49-yard tunnel screen.
But I like the fact if you're looking at it from a Rampage point of view, that guy's not on the line of scrimmage.
You got to work through that, man. Every time you got to work through it. First and 10.
And there's the same play. Split them again. Cut back at the 10. Down at the 4-yard line and another 1st down.
So the tail of the tape of the third quarter penalties.
Yes.
That whole segment, because they got that ball back on the 40-yard line, and they came out with a plan, meaning Rampage, to come down there, and they're spreading them out and running it right up the middle.
And they've done a great job. What they're doing is by pulling that backside guard and tackle, they're getting a +1 on the play side. Now you got a funky formation where you got an H-back set up in the backfield. And there's the snap. A little counter right there. Spins into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Give him 6 right there. Nice job running the football right there. Ace with the cutback right there. Gets hit at the 1, puts his hand down, gets into the end zone. Great job of balance. Doing a little hop and touch drill and getting into the end zone. I mean, you couldn't have drawn it up any better if you were the Rampage right there.
They definitely had certain things in mind.
And now they're going to line up. Yeah, and it worked to perfection. And now they're going to line up and kick this extra point. And the tee is really, really close. And that's offside. So now it'll be interesting to see if they go for this. Getting that double wing look.
We're working on our producing factors, ladies and gentlemen, for out there and the thing going, what? Yes, even small networks.
There it is right there. There's the snap, the touch, the kick, and it's hammered this time.
He got all of that on that part.
And your score here early in the third quarter. LA Rampage 13, Atlanta Bulldogs Academy 6, and now you got to have another answer.
Do you think when they score field extra points and they kick them, do they get 2? Because you saw 14-6.
Yes.
Okay. That's why I give you the big bucks, man.
14-6.
14-6. You get 1 point for just running it in. Trey Lance with the touchdown for the San Francisco.
With zeros on the clock.
Yeah. 17-6. That's called a memento change.
And guts to make that call and not take the sure points at half.
Yeah, Big Mo.
So Rampage kicking off again. Last time the ball was caught at the 20. And here we go. And we've got whistles to stop the play. Our man, the white cap back there, watching, looking on. No idea what's going on.
He blew the whistle.
He did. So we obviously had an offsides call.
Because it's backed up now.
We'll be kicking off at the 35-yard line. And just threw the ball to the kicker.
When I was we were filming on Friday night, I had a total of 7 safeties.
7, huh?
And granted, it was out of 35 games, but it's still very interesting seeing the amount of safeties I normally don't see.
There's tried the onside kick. Nice job right there.
Neither team wants to kick this ball deep.
No, ABA right there gets the ball in great field position
to respond.
Yeah, and now you know, and here's the thing. Kicking that ball there makes it an 8-point game.
And based on my understanding, I don't think ABA kicks, correct?
I haven't seen them yet.
No, we have not. But you're thinking that in the back of your head is when you answer with this score, and you go down and score. What is your plan?
And then if you don't have a kicker, your plan is to make sure you get the conversion.
Yep.
And then to try to get the football back as quickly as you can.
Because this is going to be the fourth quarter at that point.
So wishbone backfield right here. And there goes the handoff, and they got the corner. And this is going fast.
Speed. Hold on to the ball.
To the 10, down to the 5, all the way to the 2.
Wow. Wow.
Slash.
Nice indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching a great football here on a Sunday night. I'm glad you could join us here. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman here on the UTN Network. We got a 13U matchup, number 1 Rampage versus the Bulldogs of Atlanta.
And I'm telling you right now, you got number 5, J5, and you got Sin City in there, and they just led the way right there. And they came back with the same play.
This is how you respond. This is how you respond.
That's got to be a touchdown right there. He's laying in the end zone, guys. And they give it to him. And 2 plays, 49 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to call him down. Come on, man. You couldn't see that.
The ref said it was good.
The ref on the other side called touchdown. The ref on this side just pointed down at the 1-yard line.
We'll take the 6 off the board.
Come on, man. It's a touchdown.
I enjoy a good football game. No favoritism on either one of the teams, ladies and gentlemen. We have no dog in the horse race at all. No dog in the horse race.
No dog in the horse race.
None.
Touchdown. There we
go. White
nice.
Cab, after further thought.
His own review. Now let's see. What do they do? We got the answer. We get the answer to that
very
question.
Quickly.
Yes. That's
okay. Very quickly. I was always a proponent, though, if you'd have an option to go for like a 5-point conversion or a 4-point or a 3-point, depending on how far back.
Yeah. Back it up like at 7-on-7.
Yeah.
If you go from the 5, it's a 1 point. If you go from the 10, it's 2 points.
20's 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, just give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got 4 solid to the right here. Now, if I am ABA and it's 4 solid to the right.
5:57 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was a fresh. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought was fixing to happen. Almost. That's a great job by Parks of giving his receiver a chance. And a really nice job by the Rampage of understanding what's about to happen and being plastered to receivers. One thing I'll say about the Rampage is they're well coached because you don't normally catch them. Now, you may outrun them. But that first play that got them down to the 2 for 47 yards.
Right.
That was just, it was just a great, you could see it. They pinned the outside guy down. They got a great kick-out block and then a wonderful lead block. And then he attacked the hole and just decided, I'm going to outrun you, and then I'm going to make one cut, and I'm going to the end zone.
Well, you know, and we're going to take a moment here and just say thanks to the parents of these kids on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, it is to be on travel ball and to do this. I can't even imagine that concept in my world right now. But to know they said, hey, we're going to take some time off of work and we're going to Atlanta and getting on a plane. And for those people that didn't go and stayed, I'm glad you're able to watch this game from where you're at, either in Georgia or wherever you're at in the United States, California and so forth.
Somebody should be telling ABA that they're one person down. They've only got 10 on the field.
Yes. You're a savant of counting, and they just did.
So, I mean, that's one of the, you don't want to get beat because you got 10 people on the field. So now they're going to get delay a game.
The refs are trying to do their due diligence. And away we go. This will be very interesting. Anthony, you got to take the ball with you. But, I mean, what we've seen in the third quarter is almost the flip side of what we saw, the quick score by the Rampage in the first quarter, now at the quick score by ABA.
Yeah.
14-12 ball game.
And here's the kick.
Oh,
he
he's down.
filled it with his knee on the ground.
Yep. I have a hard time listening to those whistles.
Yeah, I know.
So, 1st and 10, Rampage ball.
So it'll be interesting to see what they come out with right here. Will they go back to the 2 tight end, or are they going to go back to running the counter?
I think they're going to run the, if I could set it quicker, the cat pole. What's that?
Polecat.
The polecat. And that's, we're going to line up 10 people to one side, and the center is just going to swing it over to the other folks.
So you got trips. Tight end sitting back on this side. So this screams to me, okay, he's not going to be the tight end. So they're going back to they're going to get the tight end out of this. They got 6 in the box. Let's see if they run that counter right here, because that's what they did the entire drive. Nope, going to fake it.
Live.
Ooh.
Yep, good
nice
wrap.
Defense right there.
Good wrap up.
That's a really nice play on the sideline over there.
Any idea on the number?
Still
hiding. They're hiding everywhere. 14.
Number 14 over there. That's Quan Carr. Nice play. Gain of 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7. That was a really nice play.
Well, because it has a possibility of being more than because of the block that occurred, and it was up to him to make the tackle. You know, one-on-one, mano-a-mano.
There's the inside give with the cutback, and they have found something on this cutback.
They do.
At the 35. Ooh, down to they're going to give him down to the 31. That's a 1st down right there.
So what's the defensive end missing in this situation? I feel like he's going upfield too fast.
He's opening up the hole by not squeezing it down.
Right.
Now, your responsibility can be the quarterback, and you don't have to get 5 yards deep in the backfield. You know, off of that outside, and they're making a change right now at defensive end, probably to tell him that and send him right back in. Nice carry right there by Turtle.
We'll call it another.
So I don't know what that was, unless they called a 5-yard face mask, or they called too many people on the field. But
well, it's 1st and 10 at this point.
Ball's at the 26, 14-12. Lead for the Rampage. The offense has picked up speed in the second half. There's the zone to the left. Nice stutter move in the hole. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Now, is there a flag on the player?
They're going to say he got on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they got the flag. They're going to call holding on the receiver over there. And the only reason why I figured they might call it is because he raised both hands in the air.
Right.
He gave the I didn't hold. The universal symbol. So instead of it being 1st and goal at the 6-inch line, they'll bring it back and it'll be 1st and 20. And that was a great run. And it'll probably be 1st and 21 if they mark it off from the flag. Because I see where the flag's sitting. It depends on
if they mark it from that spot.
Yeah, where the white hat decides they call the penalty from. White hat obviously has a day off tomorrow.
No worries.
We're good.
Here we go, 1st and give or take 20. Nope, 1st and 12, 15. Hut.
Yeah, I thought the hole was a little bit downfield. Still got trips to the right. Still got the truth over here by himself. There's the drop. And nice job right there.
Good old-fashioned coverage sack right there.
It was. Credit the sack to number 84 right there. That's Griggs again, or as they call him, Fat.
With a PH.
Yes, sir. And as you can tell, getting the job done at defensive end. Got a little coaching, got back in the game. Bring up 2nd down and about 19. With a 2-point lead right now. Rampage making sure they get this play right and taking a little time off the clock. We'll flip the back. We'll flip ace to the right of JD3. And
wow. Jumped.
You're going to get 5 yards the cheap way.
Heck yeah, that's the best way to do it.
2nd down and 14 after the offsides or the encroachment penalty.
The old statement, you're right in front of the ball. That was my favorite thing to do, is to jump offsides right in front of the ball.
Yeah, man.
I did it very well a couple times in my life as on the defensive side. Nothing worse when you're on offense and you know the snap count and you still jump.
Yeah.
That is a.
Or if you're the quarterback and you told them the snap count and then you
still
pull out from under the center that way. There's the counter look.
Good
nice
tackle.
Job right there.
Great defensive stop right there. They're going to say.
No, he already marked. That was a great job by the interior defensive lineman right there of blowing up the center. I think that was big number 99, beast mode.
Is it beast mode 1 or beast mode 2? There's 2 beast modes on there, number 88 and number 90.
I'm going to say that's beast mode 2.
Yeah, 2.0.
So he just took the center and ran him back into the pulling guard. And this, I mean, to say this is a big deal right here is an understatement. So did they say that play didn't count?
Coach Parks is trying to get some clarification on his end as well.
I agree. I want some clarification on my end. Normally my clarification takes a little bit longer than what Coach Parks got.
I do enjoy the big man say we're going to take a knee, and you're going to let us know when we're ready to play.
There it is.
Nah, I'm seeing 2nd down.
I don't understand how it's 2nd down.
I'll change it. 2nd down and.
So he said 2nd down, so obviously.
So it's 2nd down and 13?
2nd down and 15, I think they went, or 2nd down and 15, I think they went back to where it was. There's the snap. JD3 going to throw it down the left sideline to an open receiver. Caught, touchdown. And there's that man again, number 9, DJ, the truth. Give him 6.
Good throwing pass right there.
Yes.
Right on target.
And that's just a mismatch, man.
Height alone.
That is a mismatch. He goes up and gets the ball at the highest point.
Rampage respond back.
I mean, this is, you know, up and down the field now at breakneck speed.
We are. I feel like we're a punter's chance right here. A knockout to the knockout. When ABA comes back and scores another touchdown, I'm just going to be like, all right, deep breath.
So what do we have right here? What is
Whitecap's killing me. At least he jogged over. Trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we could be talking about right here. So they called unsportsmanlike conduct
after
on
the
the Rampage after the touchdown.
Touchdown's going to hold. Then it's going to be a 15-yard penalty from that spot.
You know, and this right here is a pretty good decision because, you know, you want to back them up and keep it into a one-score game right here.
Well, when you can tell me that we can kick an extra point, because it's still not a 1 point. I mean, it's a really one-score game because it should be 12-20, and not missing. And realistically, not to say that they can't get the 1 point conversion here. Going from that direction, be interesting to see how that plays out. We do appreciate everybody tuning in right now, having a great game here out of Stockbridge, Georgia. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Late in the third quarter action, 20-12. This is a 2 point, or this 1 point conversion after the touchdown. And that'll be a no-go there, Mr. Rogers. No-go.
I mean, you're in a bad situation right there. But it keeps it an 8 point game right here. And so, yeah, you may be right. They may not have anybody that can kick an extra point, but if you score a touchdown right here, you call timeout and find somebody that can kick an extra point.
2:47 left to go in the third quarter. Craig Chapman, give us a recap of the game so far here in Stockbridge, Georgia.
The Rampage opened the scoring with a 49-yard tunnel screen for a touchdown. Extra point was no good, and it made it 6-0. After an exchange and turnover on down and turnovers, the ABA had a nice drive. They got stopped on the second play after that drive. They picked up a lateral at the 21. 2 plays later, they were in the end zone. Their point after attempt failed, making it 6-6. Then you had a touchdown here in the second half for the Rampage. Extra point good, making it 14-6, and then immediately answered by the ABA. And then the Rampage answered back. So kickoff was returned right there to the 32. Tackle was made by LO. And, you know, right now, you know, you got a little bit of
you know what's kicking in right now?
Yes, sir.
That's the idea. Do you want it? You're tired.
You played yesterday.
You play, and now it's late. It's 10:10. Okay, we started an hour later. Do we have what it takes to get to this next level and win? If you're the Rampage, are you feeling pressure?
I'm not, because in the second half they haven't stopped us.
No.
Now, am I going to make an adjustment to what they're doing with this full house backfield? Absolutely. There's got to be an adjustment made to that. But if I'm ABA, I feel pretty good about where I'm at too.
Oh, very much so.
Because there's a real possibility that nobody gave you a chance to be within 3 touchdowns at this point, and you're sitting there on the doorstep.
And even having the opportunity, I mean, driveway, doorstep, front door, inside, you know, depending on how you look at it right now. Right now, I've been very impressed with both teams and their ability to compete.
And here
today.
we go. Full house backfield again. And they snapped it, and nobody was ready for it.
Nobody moved except the defense.
Well, the center snapped the ball.
Hey, be nice.
And Mr. Parks is going to pay the price for it.
Yes, he is. He's trying to get his breath.
And that right there is one of those things. You fell on the football, man.
You did.
If you fall on the football, that is no fun.
No.
Appreciate the fact that he just went over there like it was just something that happens, though. He didn't.
No, he's probably had that happen a couple times.
Back in the full house.
Second down.
here comes the blitz, and there comes the play. And they still get to the edge, and he still turns the corner, and he's out to the 46. And that's going to be
look at this move right here.
First down. Yeah, I mean, it's the same story.
He's a ball player.
Yes, he's got speed.
He's a ball player.
But he finishes runs. So that should be 1st and 10 right there.
Both teams sat down at halftime and had 5 minutes to say, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, and that 5 minutes was the best 5 minutes.
Got to wrap up, and they do.
That time, L.O., Andre Nickerson, he didn't go upfield like he did the previous play. He squeezed that thing down, split the block, makes the tackle for a loss. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 14 right here. Now, you know, Rampage has been, you know, they've been, let's just say it, they've been gashed off tackle to the right-hand side in this half.
Yes. They have found that side, and that's where they've run.
And so
I'm expecting a big run here.
If you've got a counter, it's going the other way because number 1 is on the other side.
There it is. You just called it, and that wasn't it. They get back to the line of scrimmage on that.
It's going to be close. Yeah, I think so. It's going to be 3rd and 14 right here.
All right, we're coming to the winding minutes of the third, probably about 1.5 remaining here in the third quarter of play. 10-minute quarters. We're going to go into this 4th quarter, being very interesting to see what's going to happen.
That's what we like, though.
And we do. We don't very much get when you see the energy level that at least,
yes.
hey, I'm like, all right, let's go. Come on, let's play this and have some fun in the process. Flag. I just love it. It's a quiet place. So we got the mics out, and you're able to hear anybody and everybody give their own 2 cents in.
Oh, man, I'm just so glad that's not on a high school film.
No.
I'd hate to hear what people call me.
No, you don't. But y'all got a lot of fans.
Oh, yeah.
So right now there's only a certain amount, so it's echoing.
Yeah, it's beautiful, though. You get to hear all of these sounds of the game.
I'm telling you. They're trying to get the clock squared.
Mm-hmm.
You know what solved that? Walkie-talkies.
Absolutely.
What's up? Good old charged walkie-talkies. Hey, it's been a lot of fun. We're looking forward to this last quarter of play. Everybody out there in the old Facebook world, if you're handling us, I don't read your comments until afterwards. So I'll scroll down and I do enjoy reading some comments. I don't get played too much in my brain with it, but it's a lot of times a lot of fun to be able to call football. And to call a football game on a Sunday, you know, and not too bad of a concept. Glad these two teams are able to duke it out here in Stockbridge, Georgia.
So Parks back in the shotgun right here on 3rd down and 14. Doubles look with an invert. Slots on the ball. Outside receivers all.
That sounds like the horn. 4th quarter up to play. Ladies and gentlemen, heading into the 4th quarter.
We got ourselves a football game.
We do. Let's get a little bit of UTN promo. So what's your thoughts here, Coach?
I'm thinking that if I'm ABA right here, I'm probably going to spread them out right here and try to see if I can sneak number 1 somewhere out wide and make it a pass that's almost like a toss sweep. Because if you put him in space right now, he's shown the ability to get what he can get.
Right.
I mean, he's run by people, run around people, ran through people, jumped over people. And if I'm LA, if I can stop them and get the full football back, then I might go back to the 2 tight ends.
Oh, they stop them and get the football back. It's not a must score, but it is. It's almost a score for score at this point. You got to match serve play with serve play.
Now, one thing you don't want to do is get a delay. There we go. Ball's marked ready for play. We get the fourth quarter underway. So they've got it as fourth down.
Wow. So they're going to say, yeah, I don't have anything for that.
Okay, maybe it's my fault. I'm not blaming anybody else.
No, we're not at Lenore Park, so we only can.
There's the drop.
You got to get rid of it, big man.
Nice job of stepping up. And then he thought that's not a fumble, it's a forward pass, but
That's a shovel pass.
He saw his lineman sitting there and he thought that was a receiver. And so the Rampage hold, and they get the football back right here with just under 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, ball's going to be at the 45-yard line of the ABA. And the sticks are not right, my friends. These sticks are not right, my friends. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, there's some big dudes on the LA team. For this to be a 13 and under team,
if you're a high school coach, and you're in South Central, and you're thinking, and if you're a coach that is a high school coach has got some of these kids, you know, because they're trapped, you're licking your chops and knowing what you got and what's coming down the pipeline. It's wonderful.
And I'm guaranteeing you this discussion is about the downs.
I thought it was 3rd down, but I guess it's not.
Now, it's 1st down. Have we not figured out that the chains are facing the wrong way yet?
I'm going to plead that everybody's tired and trying to work their brains out.
I'm hoping, I'm looking, the chains are not set right. Nobody's noticed it.
And they're going to play it.
Oh, my word. Quarterback draw.
Oh, the chains are set right.
Okay, good.
Listen to us.
Good.
We were watching. We old and tired.
Mm-hmm.
We were so focused on that. Another flag.
Number 55 is what he's telling them. So I guess they call it holding.
Laundry on the field. That's a great catch.
It was. He just snatched that thing like it was nothing to it.
Yeah, like he's a referee or something.
Like he's done this before.
Yeah, like a little bit.
So that'll bring up 1st down and 20. LA sporting an 8-point lead here early in the fourth quarter. I'd be surprised if they don't go back to that counter look. And if you see motion go away, then it's going to be tunnel screen because they haven't come back to that play one time. And if they shrink it in right here, it's going to be bubble screen because they still got them outnumbered up there where the bunch is. Inside give. Nice play right there.
Good ramp up tackle. By ABA. 2nd down. I tell you one thing.
I think that's beast mode again.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 20. And you know, the improvement from ABA from week 1 to this is just speaks worlds of coaching.
But I'd like to get some tape and put white tape around their numbers so I can see their numbers, man. I just need to see numbers. I want to call their numbers out so bad.
There's your tunnel screen. And it's wide open again. And it's a nice job. Oh, he fumbled the football.
Able to get it back. 3rd down and about 7.
That's DJ the Truth again. And right now he's my player of the game. 2 big touchdown catches. Doubles look again right here. 3rd down and about 4 or 6. There comes the screen to the other side. Caught by number 15, steps out, and there he goes. 20, 15, stiff arm at the 5. trying to break away, and boom.
Oh, they're going to call a face mask on the running back.
That's a possibility.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's what they're going to call.
So that'll back it up from the 5 to the 20, where it will still be first down. Nice job of run after the catch right there by Q Hale. Q had to break a couple of tackles to get himself in the open field, but
and he really just wanted to be in the end zone.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll go anywhere I can. I'll stiff arm folks and just get me in the end zone.
But it's going to bring up 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the 20. And that we just had said they hadn't thrown the tunnel screen, and they went back-to-back plays to the tunnel screen.
It puts everybody out there on an island, and you have to respond, running the clock.
And it's going to be, who we got timeout right here?
Possibly injured player.
I think so. And number 15, that was Q that a little shaken up on the play. The truth is back in for Q. Got JD3 trying to run the play again. So it's going to be a doubles look right here for the Rampage. There's the snap. There's the little counter again.
Just dosing around right there.
I mean,
they talk about a dog trying to get a bone, just sniffing it around, going, I can just go here, and I can go here, and I go here.
Gain of 8.
Beautiful.
2nd down and 2. And that's been the difference in the second half. They went to that little run concept, really, and it's opened up everything. That little, pulling the guards, and then you saw them go to trips and run the outside zone stretch away from it.
They put it in here right here. Talk to me. Is this going to be it for them?
It'll be tough. It will be real tough.
From a game perspective?
Yeah, just from a possessions number perspective. Throw to the corner of the end zone. And he caught that. That's a touchdown.
And a flag.
That's a touchdown for LO.
They're going to call offensive pass interference.
Are they calling offensive pass interference right here?
Yep.
Wow.
We work on those camera angles every now and then. Sometimes we get burned by the drone. Burned by the drone. Sorry about that.
So they went to LO in the end zone. They're going to call offensive pass interference, which is going to back it up. And while LA looks to take a commanding lead in Stockbridge, San Francisco is trying to take the lead against Green Bay.
Green Bay was up 17-0.
Yes.
Pass interference.
So that should bring up 2nd down and 12. Now you're going to get trips to the left-hand side of the offensive formation. This is going to be stretched to the right. It's just by looking at where Ace lines up, this is going to be stretched to the right. Nope, straight drop, wheel route. Going to throw it out of bounds. Great coverage down there.
You talking about a height advantage right there, and he did everything he could. He was making sure he wasn't going to get a penalty thrown on him.
That was Quan again on the coverage, man. Nice job of getting into the receiver's chest, not letting him have just a free fight for the ball.
6 minutes remain, give or take, here in the 4th quarter. These next 2 plays. I mean, the next play. I mean, it's just the next play. You gotta each time get at it, and if you can find a way to stop them, that's what you want to do, and you get that opportunity. To play.
And if I'm ABA, it's 3rd and 12, I know, but I'm sitting on the outside looking for screen. There goes the wheel route again. He's throwing it to number 1. He doesn't see the ball.
Nope.
He put that right on the pylon, though.
He did. That's amazing. Great throw. That was his job. We're going to put it on there, 4th and 12.
It is.
5:52 remaining here in the 4th quarter. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman here on the United Tights Network. Game of the week out of Stockbridge, Georgia. We got the number 1 team, 13U, LA Rampage taking on the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy. A great game. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. We're going to be able to take you all the way home the next 5:52 and get you a chance to watch at least the fourth quarter of the Sunday night game.
And I'm telling you right now, the Rampage have run into a team that just right now, they're playing, you know, with the idea that we've got one shot to get after a team that's ranked.
You got it.
Number
you
one.
want to make a point.
And they're playing with emotion, intensity, physicality. But LA's been able to match it. There's the snap.
Going to go back to that corner again.
And it's going to be incomplete.
And they're going to throw the flag.
Now it's half the distance, so this shouldn't be a first down. Well, let's put where's the ball actually at?
Pass interference on ABA.
So I need to know where the football was spotted before that. So the ball is at the 22, so that should take it down to the 11 where it will be 4th and 1. So it's going to be 4th and 1 at the 11, or they just marked it down. So they're going to mark it.
The chain started moving, thinking they were they
4th and 2 at the 12. ABA's got to come get it right here because this is going to be counter. It's counter. They're going to start left and come back right.
Hard when that's making that decision. Great job on the Rampage.
That'll bring them a first down. Ball will be at the 7. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7. But they're still not in.
No.
So you got to hold them for 4 downs right here if you're ABA. I still think this is the counter this time, going to the short side. Nope. Going to throw the little, they're throwing the fade, and it's caught.
Great catch. Just taller over, it's just right there. You're going to get it for Taunton.
Yeah.
15 yards.
And that's number 9's 3rd touchdown catch of the day.
Increases the lead 26-12 here in the fourth quarter.
That's DJ the Truth Clanton. 3 touchdown catches today. A mismatch nightmare.
Yes.
If you look at the 2 guys they got playing out wide, you got Clanton and you got Nickerson, and they're both huge. How do you offset that?
You don't. You run it and you keep the ball away from them. Yeah, everything's going to get a little bit 26-12. Starts to get a little rowdy on a Sunday evening in Henry County. The nice thing is, I love the competition between both teams. The attitude with both players and team. I haven't feel like anything's gotten out of hand.
No.
And we've seen a lot of games where a lot of times where refs go, that's it, we're done, we're not dealing with this. So
now I have a question for you. If you were the coach of ABA, is there any chance that you would have taken that penalty on the kickoff? Now I know you'd probably be down 16, so you take it right here.
I don't know if it's an option.
Take it right here to keep it 14.
Yeah, because he's if you don't, then they're going to kick a field goal. Kick and get 2 points. So you probably do have to do that.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty smart. Then you get a chance right here to. I wonder if that was his second unsportsmanlike. They took him out of the game. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I even saw the. We'll see. play.
Yeah, point after attempt right here. Got a bunch look, still got single receiver up. And I'm telling you right now, ABA's done about as good a job as they could handling the size of the receivers. There's the snap. JD3 is going to step out, and he's going to throw it. Wow.
And he got it.
Wow. LO goes up, high points the football, and gets it in and gets the 2-point conversion from 18 yards.
I'll tell you one thing, from a name perspective, I'd like to see where he goes in 4 years.
Yes, because that is a large individual.
Yes.
With great body control and athletic ability. And so we'll line up for the kickoff right here.
Born in 2008. I'm an old person.
You and I both.
Yes, we are old codgers. And there's people even older than us.
Did you just call me a codger?
I did. Yeah,
appreciate that.
No problem, man.
You know, when you're 18, you don't want to be called that. By
No.
the time you get to our age, it's like,
I appreciate that. That's no problem. 5:41 on the clock, 27-12.
So it's a 15-point game right here. So if you score, you get the conversion first, and then if you can get the ball back, you worry about scoring and calling a timeout and setting up an extra point after that.
Yep.
But if you're LA, you're not kicking it deep right here. You're not going to give
no chance for anything.
You're
to
not
kind
going
of
to let
right.
Slash or Sin City or Weapon X have a chance to run this thing. But it's right down the middle of the field. Uh-oh.
Got to wrap up.
That's a nice tackle right there.
Start back on that.
Nice job by number 10 from LA right there. Mac Truck, Ronald Hewitt Jr. So it'll be first down and 10 right here. 27-12 lead for the Rampage, as they have scored 3 times here in the second half.
It was a wonderful third quarter, back and forth. Now you get it slowed down a little bit here from me, and we see another flag on the play.
Some more
good old-fashioned laundry.
Yep, yellow rain is falling in Stockbridge.
And they're going to be in a dogfight in there, San Francisco, starting the fourth quarter as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of this. We'll be looking for our Spotlight Player of the Game for both players, or both teams. And definitely want you to think about who that could be there, Craig Chapman. I'm going to let you be able to call both of them because you do a great job with the names. I'm just trying to press numbers. But overall-wise, what do both teams take away from this?
Well, I think the ABA found out they can play with anybody in the country. And I mean that sincerely. They have matched up and went toe-to-toe with one of the best collection of athletes in a 13 and under team I've ever seen. I mean, you have a quarterback that can put it on the spot. You have about 4 or 5 guys that can run the football. You've got 2 13-year-old, Megatrons standing out there.
Right.
And then you just lined up and ran the football at them and used your speed and challenged them for the whole game. Now, it got away from you a little bit here in the fourth quarter, but that doesn't take away from anything you did the first 3.5 quarters.
No, it doesn't.
All right, so ABA with the football, first and 10. There's a snap, there's a toss, and they've got the edge, and they've got the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25-yard line.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
You see the downfield block?
I did.
That was amazing. That downfield block by that receiver. That's giving that chance a second chance right there. Look at it. Both of us are trying to put some coffins and some nails, and they're not doing it right now.
I think that was number 21, Jaden Jordan, known as JJ. He got to the edge real quick, and they got it all the way down to the 25.
They flipped the field very quickly.
That's a 65-yard run on first down.
Yeah, they flipped the field very quickly.
Man, really nice play call, too.
That backside pursuit, though, have some speed on that back end. Not let him get a touchdown on that situation. I think the refs are just trying to get a breather themselves, man.
This dude thinks it's Saturday night at 10:30.
Yeah, somebody got to go to school the next day. One Craig A. Chapman. Human beings.
Oh, we love them.
Yes.
Now you're going to get a timeout right here.
Yeah.
LA is going to take a timeout.
That's the first timeout of the I'm listening to the folks. I'm engaged, and I'm trying to make sure. Yeah. Of seeing where that's at, but
I heard him saying check out, and then I understand they were saying to check out the white hat. He was trying to tell him the time on the clock.
Right.
Oh me. Only in Stockbridge could we take this game and turn it into a 3-hour affair.
I'm telling you, we're at 2.5 hours right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're 2 hours because really kickoff's right around 8:30.
Yeah, you're all correct.
So, well, for a 13U, and we're sitting at 2 hours. Sometimes you're hoping it's a good minute 40, hour 40 minutes. I appreciate your patience staying with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come to an end of this game, and I have a feeling it's going to get a lot closer before we're done. If we were sitting at 40-0 and this was going on, I'd send everybody home. I mean, you'd just be staring at the walls.
Oh, my word, this dude. Keep the clock on the field, big guy. Now people are starting to get mad in the stands.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been really nice having everybody out here watching, seeing what's going on here on the United Tights Network. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman, having a lot of fun in Stockbridge, Georgia. It's 27-12. About 6 minutes and some change remaining here in the fourth quarter. Our pause and delay is just dealing with clock operationals. It's one of those things we deal with all the time, and right now that's what we're dealing with.
You know, we're sitting here, and I've got a 10-minute ride home, and you're at home, but what about those poor guys from L.A., man?
I know. They get back to a hotel, take a shower, and relax a little bit.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 25 of the Rampage. There's the inside give. Nice move in the hole, and that's going to be down to the 10.
Right,
be taken out of bounds at the 5-yard line. What a move in the hole.
You got that right. Downfield blocking is just wonderful to see. If they threw another flag. No laundry. I just heard a double whistle. Better than a double rainbow.
That is true. Here we go. But that move in the hole right there is special.
It is.
I mean, that was a special move. LA had someone unblocked, ready to make the tackle, and then he just disappeared on the other side of him. Same play, and they decided that they would not allow that to happen.
Not let that happen again.
Combo tackle right there, led by number 23, Gilmore, and number 24, Smith. Both those guys were like, nah, not this time. And if you're ABA, you had everything you wanted by moving fast and eating up literally 85 yards in 2 plays. I mean, you were at your own 10, and then you were at the 5. And now you're at this point right here where you've got to score, and you've got to get that first extra point to give yourself a chance. Doubles look right here. Little counter. And he got away from that.
He did.
And he is met again.
Swallowed up whole. They were number 7 was going down the line.
And that's Chuck. And we've met Chuck a couple of
Several times over.
And Chuck don't play.
No.
3rd and goal right here from the 6.
And we're definitely listening to their voices.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where I'm trying to hear who's getting yelled at.
Yeah, which one is it? Is it a ref or in that situation?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about Tom Brady and New England Patriots facing off next week? Sunday Night Football. Is it must-see TV for you? You going to enjoy it? What's your plans?
I mean, I'm going to watch it.
Yep.
I don't care anything about either one of those teams at all. And there's the give inside. Nice job of getting it down to about the 2.
4th down and 2, Craig. 4th down and 2. What are you going to call? They're going to bring everybody and put them right there on the line. Because then you're going to have to kick an onside kick.
They haven't done it yet, but
no.
I would line up in that same look, make that same handoff. And if I don't know, man. I'd just run it again.
We getting a timeout?
I don't know. The whistle blew early. So we got a lot of people pointing fingers.
We do.
So they obviously called offside, so they moved it up to the 1. Well, that's a good deal for ABA right here. Just cut that yardage that they had to make in half.
So now almost 4th and 1.
Fourth and goal from the 1.
Many years ago, I was 4th and 3. About 3 seconds on the clock.
Oh, man.
As a kid, I don't forget stuff like that.
Nope.
Nah.
4 solid to the left right here for ABA. They've got them out and they jumped off sides again.
When you keep moving it, running out of room, and in this situation, what do? You go straight up the middle, correct? Mano y mano.
I'm thinking right here.
I don't want you to toss. Don't.
No. We're not tossing. We're not doing anything like that. They've got 4 guys over here, and there is see, the bad part about this is because they jumped off sides, it gave the Rampage a chance to feel that there was a gigantic hole over here.
Here we go.
So now you got 4 solid to the left. You got wishbone backfield. So you're about to add 6 blockers to the left side right here. And they ran a toss sweep. And he turns the corner and he's going to score. That's a nice. I'm just telling you, man.
That's terrifying.
I'm telling you right now, he made 2 moves in that drive where he just completely froze.
Where did he go? Where did who go?
I mean, he froze him.
He did. I really wish they had a field goal kicker.
You never know. They may have a surprise field goal kicker.
I don't think they do, because then you got to have the snapper and the holder, and that's sometimes the hardest thing to find. So it just was one of those ones where you're like, hell goodness. I tell you one thing, it's been a ball game. The Rampage have definitely played a great game tonight.
I'm telling you what, I'm impressed by them, their size, their organization, their whole offensive setup where they can move in and out of things at the drop of a hat. But the growth of ABA has been equally as impressive.
Very much so.
And, I mean, you know, I've enjoyed watching this from the jump. The last time they threw out of this set, they're throwing out of it again, and they're going to try to flip it to the corner, and it's out of bounds.
Yeah. Frustration's building a little bit here, but we're going to get ready for the kickoff.
This is an onside kick right here.
Oh, it has to be. You're not giving the ball back to the Rampage if not in that situation.
But what an, you know, just the fact that you fall down by 15, you get the ball to your own 10, and then you rip it down the field, and then you convert a 4th down.
Yep. 2 minutes and some change remaining. It's going to say it's 18-28. I'm confused by that.
I am absolutely confused by that. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Because the score says it so, I'm gonna do it just because it's 18-28.
So something tells me that this is going to be the old kick the ball off the ground right here. See if we can get a funky bounce. Or are they going to, oh, okay, they got the tee. Oh, this is cool. Look how they put the ball on the tee. That's awesome. Respect, man. There you go. Look at that. That's awesome right there now. I was about, oh, wow, that's got to be a penalty right there. Jeez. I mean, jeez. That was completely unnecessary, but hey.
18-28, possession error going back on the side of the Rampage.
White Hat just told him to throw the penalty flag and then put his penalty flag in his pocket. So with 2:05 right here, if you're LA, what do? Do you just take it and kneel it?
Well, ABA's got 3 timeouts. So that's going to make us hang out for a little bit. And I'm aware of that in that situation. Because ABA's not going. They're not going to go down. They're going to use their 3.
I agree. You know what? I would use them too.
Yeah, I mean that's why you play the game. You're not sitting there leaving as is in that situation.
Can't take them the next week.
No. These are not rollover minutes by no means here on the UTN network.
There's the snap, inside give. A stays up inside on the zone play. He's going to get 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, got an injured player.
And that is the one thing you don't want to see late in the game like this. You don't want to see it at any time, but especially not late in the game.
People are tired.
Yeah. I wonder, it's like he's holding his back.
Well, if I was a better producer, I'd pull the instant replay up for us to see it. But that's not within the ballpark of my brain right now.
Yeah, those things I can remember when I played. You know, the worst thing about playing rec league football was that one time a game.
Somebody get hurt.
One time a game, somebody was going to do something to me in the game. And it was going to be like, you know, I got stepped on one time. One time my thumb on my throwing hand got caught in somebody's face mask.
Oh, yeah.
And it turned a color that I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah. I had this one here playing in high school. Got caught in the face mask. It was hanging over here by my thumb.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
awesome. Took it, flipped it back, and was like, let go. Let's put some tape on it. We'll be fine. I don't snap with this finger.
Took my shoe off in college one time after turning a double play, and a guy got me with a spike under my toenail.
Oh,
so
no.
I thought he'd ripped my toenail off. So I was yelling at the trainer, who is now the athletic trainer at Georgia Tech.
Okay.
I was like, Paul, got to tape up my toe, When he took my sock off, my toe just flipped straight down here and broke it. And he was like, I don't think tape's going to help that.
They're working on the clock.
140.
I feel like we're playing charades.
We are.
If he said one word symbol, they're helping him.
Yeah, that's
They're helping
great. That's the best part about this all day is
they're helping. That's great.
oh man, that poor clock operator. He's gonna go home and think, what
He or
did I
she's
do to
just
deserve
done.
this?
I'm not. I'm out. We'll see ya. The old famous line, "It's been real and it's been fun."
Hadn't been real fun.
No, not for the clock operator. The ball game in general, been a blast. We appreciate Tommy Glover opening the doors, allowing us to come in and help out here on the UTN network.
Ace gets the ball.
Great
He's gonna
tackle.
get the first down right there. Be 1st and 10. And that was a really nice job. When they hit him that time, he stopped.
He did. He did stop.
And
He did stop.
We talking about that in our game, not this past Friday, but 2 Fridays ago. They ran a 2-point conversion against us. And the guy I thought he was going to walk in, and one of our corners folded back in and hit this dude at the 1.
Yeah.
And when he hit him, he went straight backwards. And I was like, I didn't know that guy had it in him, but it was nice. So the clock continues to run right here. Rampage running out the clock. Or throwing the ball down the field. And it's going to be caught. And it's going to be a touchdown. And that is Cowboy Williams on the catch.
Now, I've got a question. I got to be the person in the room where it happens. In the sense of, all right, they weren't calling timeouts. Okay, they weren't trying to do that. So is this a scoring thing where we need to get some scores
and we don't
points?
We don't know the exact
ranking system.
We don't know how they rank things like that.
Understood.
So this may be something where number of points you accumulate holds something at the end of the season.
Okay. Versus how many points you allow too.
Yes.
Right.
So
right. I'm not willing to speak off of that either. I'm just saying it in the sense of they weren't. Look, I didn't feel like that they were looking in that direction. That's just me from an overall perspective.
There's the snap. And he's going to throw the fade again, and it's going to be caught again.
Every day.
I mean, they can't. I
No.
mean, if we're being honest about that, that's nearly impossible to stop with a ball that's thrown catchable.
Yes.
Because
It's what we always want from the jump ball perspective.
Absolutely.
Every team wants it. Not a lot of teams get it.
And you know the bad part about it is when you practice that.
Yep.
The person that you're practicing against, especially in high school, they don't want to go to school the next day. So the
spotlight player of the game. Who you giving it to? We'll just go with. Let's go with ABA first.
All right. So for ABA, there's no doubt who is getting it. You know, you're going with Slash Jones. He has had a heck of a game.
From you being the statistician, I know you would love to know exactly how many yards, but we were sitting there calling the game and enjoying ourselves.
I would. He had multiple runs. And he had to have close to 2 bills.
Easily.
He had to have, because he had a 47-yard run in there. He had multiple runs that were 20, 25 plus. And, you know, he was dynamic. I mean, and that if we're just being honest about it, he was just, you know, electric on the field. And for LA, you can't take it away from DJ the Truth, man. You know, he got three touchdown catches. Played a huge role setting the edge on defense. I mean, you know, and like you said, you got Clanton and Nickerson out wide. Those are huge matchup nightmares.
There's a reason why they're number 1, but bottom line is this was a ball game.
And DeVay Williams, you know, Cowboy Williams, who just caught the touchdown, he's supposed to be the fastest guy in this age group, and I think he caught 2 passes tonight. And, you know, they're just showing you that it's multifaceted. There's just so many people you can go to. I thought, you know, JD3 had a great night, got the football to his guys, you know, protected the football. And for the most part, I think there was 1 turnover in this game, so it was a well-played game. I mean, Sin City takes it out of bounds at the 44 right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're under 1 minute remaining here in the ball game. We do appreciate everybody tuning in with us here on United Heights Network. It's been a wonderful experience here this evening at Stockbridge High School. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. We're getting close to rounding out the games. Last couple thoughts here because I'm going to definitely click us off when the game ends. What's your overall takeaway from this? I mean, because this is really one of our first games, I'm going to be honest with you, that was engaging the whole time.
Well, I love what LA does on offense. And I think that they're big, they're fast, you know, and they play the game from a perspective of, you know, they're playing what many would consider they're trying to run things that I have no idea what South Central runs in high school, but
right.
I would guess some of this stuff is very similar. And from, you know, the Atlanta Bulldogs Academy perspective, you just proved you could play with just about anybody in the country.
I agree. Very much so.
I mean, the score is very misleading as to what this game was late in the third quarter, early fourth. And you should be very proud of what you have accomplished as they rip off another 9-yard gain right there.
And this would be interesting if timeouts started going in, because then would in our brains thinking points are mattering.
Yeah.
And you're trying to add yourself up into the rankings.
And, you know, and here's the thing. The Rampage, they're playing a national schedule.
Yes.
So, you know, they're trying right now to
cement themselves as undisputed.
And that's what they came here to do. There's Chuck again. And that dude lowers the boom.
He does.
I mean, we have seen it all night. He is definitely – they got him playing the right spot. He's playing linebacker for a reason. And it looks like that's got to be close to being the end of it right here.
And so they're going to do the handshakes. They don't look like they're jumping back on the ball.
Nah, I think they're going to let this one run out. Clock operator is.
He's just working on his rotator cuff, man. That's all he's doing. Stretching in the best way. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a lot of fun here today. I appreciate everybody hanging in there. Be safe out there in this crazy world. Whitecap's killing me.
Yeah. Oh, my.
We just ready to go home, kiddo. We see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, be safe out there in this crazy world. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman here on the United Takes Network. Till we see you again, be safe, enjoy your week, shake them up, and let's get going. I'm gotta hang in there because it's not over with.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to. I understand he wants to do the rules.
Yeah, and I can appreciate that.
Lamb Chop's Playhouse right here. That's the song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it not knowing what it was.
They must have called 700 penalties on that play. Look where the ball is at.
I can't even tell you what they called.
It had to be multiple personal fouls. There's going to be a penalty on that. And I was looking at the wrong game. They're going to throw the quick screen out here. Down the sideline. He'll be taken out of bounds, and that will be your ball game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care of that. We heard the ball game, and that's it. Be safe. And good night from Stockbridge, Georgia. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Thank you so much.